And hello, we are live. Welcome to our next episode of Art of the Roll EU edition with Dragon Heist. I see Chrysanth is already in the chat, but I can't stay. How sad. But thank you for stopping by, Chrysanth. Also, Lister Mate's here for the channel points. Why not? Let's see. Getting through some quick things. You can clearly see my cat's butt. There you go. We got a... If you're interested in using any of the music you hear here, check out Tabletop RPG Music. He won't copyright claim you, and you can use it in your own streams. Also, it's all free, so you can support him on Patreon if you'd like. You can check out all of my socials. I'm active on Twitter, Instagram, not Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. No, Twitter, yes, Twitch. Talking hard. Lastly, wait, maybe there is no lastly. That might be it. Since we all came from there, you may as well check out Geeks and Gamers Tabletop Guilded server if you want to join and find other like-minded people to play with, like we have here. Also, if you are currently about to lose your foot due to diabetes, you should check out Emmy Ramen, because you can have your ramen without carbs. And perhaps keep that foot, depending on what you do. So, check them out. Coupon code RTheRoll, get $5 off. That's it. Cat butt, that's right. We have multiple people saying cat butt. This is the correct thing to do. So, welcome back, everybody. Last time, actually, that's not quite right. Last time, on the European edition of Art of the Roll Dragon Heist, we actually, you followed down some leads with different contacts you had. You got some jobs, probably a lot of jobs, a lot of follow-ups, but you pursued one specifically about finding who was killing all the elves and half-elves in the dock ward. After setting up a bit of a masquerade, trying to use Karisar as bait, you found that there was someone who was actually drunk and was much better bait, so you followed them instead. After following him out through some alleyways, you saw the attacker, but you weren't able to intervene fast enough as the attacker shot a pistol, blowing off the head of the elf. But nonetheless, you engaged him and were able to take him down, in fact, knock him off the building he was on. You did not kill him, and you brought him back up to 1 hit point to make sure he wouldn't die, and then slept him, even though he's an elf, and it should have been immune to it. But that's okay, he had 1 hit point.
How did none of us catch that? Huh?
Yeah, he's only 99% resistant, and he only had 1 hit point, so.
Fair.
There you go. And that is where we left off. I don't think we went much... Oh, no, we did go a little further. So, after looting the guy for a while, you took his pistol. You took off a ring, which made him suddenly go from being a human to being a drow, with much more ornate armor and such. I think you completely looted him, including the... I don't know if you took his armor. That's up to you all. But you took his weapons and his other things, and he is still on the ground in his drowness form in the middle of the night in a street of the dock ward. And that is where we left off.
Okay.
Excellent.
Well, Karisar, as soon as seeing that is the drow, becomes rather enraged and yells something in Elven. Yes, exactly. And tries to strike him with his quarterstaff. He's not.
Yeah, I
Guess
blocked that
I'm
and
the
said,
one.
what the hell are you doing?
Do you actually want to try to hit? If you do, you can go ahead and roll an attack, and you'd have to be...
Nobody is
Capatis
stopping me?
No,
I-
Capatis is trying to stop you. If you're going to let him stop you,
I was
he'll
also
just
the
stop
one
you.
manacling him, so I'm probably over the
Oh,
body.
yeah, true.
Well, do I have to then make potentially an athletics check here right now or so to
Yeah, we could do
the
athletics.
grappling?
We could do athletics. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Probably not good for me, but that's the point.
Oh yes, I am a little active on TikTok as well, though I refuse to download the app. But yep, I have pictures of my cats on there.
You can lip sync to songs with your wife.
My wife has too much Chinese in her. She's too anti-CPP to use TikTok.
Oh, fair.
But yeah, go ahead and do that.
Nice start.
You come CCP. Thank you. CPP is who made is C++. I don't know why I thought that. Anyways, you came over with your staff and you tried to whack him, and all you hit is Bagu's shell, and Bagu didn't even notice. It's like, did you hear something? No.
Come up and turn around. Does there seem to be a problem?
Damn right, there seems to be a problem. I just restored this guy. I just brought him back from.
He's a drow. A traitor. A traitor to all elves.
Trust me, mate. I know plenty about treason. I know plenty about stuff. Look, is he specifically somebody that you are after, or is it just a generic kind of group thing for you? Regardless, we
all
have a job. We have agreed.
Their evil spider queen, and they are the enemy of all elven kind.
Boo-hoo, evil
they are the
spider
bane of our
queen.
existence.
Who gives a damn? We have a job. We have our professional names, which we are just starting to establish. I'm not about to let a golden opportunity go by to well outdo the expectations of our employer, thank you very much, and bring back the actual assassin, a murderer, for some good old-fashioned questioning. So hey, you want to leave out all your nastier aspects? I will not begrudge you that, but we will do so with the say-so and with the approval of our employer. Thank you very much.
Perhaps they will let you kill him after.
I think
If they are okay with it, I'm all right. But I'm not about to risk the successful completion of the job. Thank you very much.
If this traitor doesn't kill us before we can.
Well, we have just taken away his weapon. We have just taken off his damn armor. He's in a very weak position. Let's tie him the hell up. Let's get him back to the owning portal. I think that's where you met with the employer, and yeah, we can make a decision on it. I would say.
About this time, you see him start to move his head, the drow on the ground. He is clearly waking up.
Right.
How long is sleep meant to last for?
Picked him
1
up.
minute.
Couple rounds.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually,
he would remain.
That,
okay.
Can I just slap him and knock him unconscious with a?
Sure, you can do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
He has 5 hit points. Don't even roll for it.
Okay.
You see Bagu just take the head and gunk right into the ground.
This turns
the guy stops moving.
a sandbug upside down. Just that's going to be another minute. Anyway. Another minute.
So, how are we going to transport him? What do you think about playing it off as him being way too drunk, passed out drunk, and we carry him side by side and just try play it off casually?
Probably
bring him near the awning
human
portal.
cities, a drow would.
Oh, we have to put the ring back on him, maybe.
Attention. Then
We also have a fresh corpse. We also do have a fresh corpse he's just made. We'll have to do something about that. So I think we might as well just involve the guards straight up. Otherwise, it's just gonna get us in trouble. We have done a good thing. We've got nothing to hide.
It is pitch black. Hopefully nobody will notice.
The guards don't want us interfering. We're working for a fucking criminal gang.
I can bullshit my way through that. Thank you very much.
Do a perception check if you want to look around and see if anyone saw you.
Sure.
Can my owl help me with that, or?
Your owl could just do a perception check with advantage because it's an owl at night.
Yeah. Sure. I have already a 19. I don't know if my owl has to then roll.
Your owl would get a. Oh yeah.
My D&D
advantage.
beyond
Okay.
is very laggy.
Given that I have
just-
already a 19.
Oh, it's
I
probably the
guess
hardware
I rolled, but it's not
acceleration
coming
thing.
through. Oh yeah, could be.
Yeah, but Bagu, you went through with a 24. Yeah, the only one who notices something is about 5 houses down. Bagu, you notice there's this kid, some type of young person in a window, peeking out around a windowsill.
We should probably start moving, unless we want to attract more attention.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Let's just get going. We'll work out the particulars later on.
Cursa
I'll
speaks the
keep up
last
that one.
quick prayer to the dead half-elf. To
Yeah.
Curl
I
on
also-
Larithian, and then leaves.
Yeah. I also
You do
just
half
do a
prayer.
quick thing like, "May your casket be a well-made one," and just.
Nice. Okay, you head to where you head to, and how are you carrying this person?
How are we gonna hide that
Probably
it's
just
Drow?
Well,
That one
if you
comes
put
with
him
the
in, if you
ground
give him
skin.
the ring back, he would turn him probably back to a human form, and then you could both carry him as if he was drowned.
Are we gonna
Also-
put the ring back on?
In the actual battlefield where we are still, we did have a bunch of barrels and just
Mhm.
random containers
Yeah, you
around.
had some random debris. Yeah,
We
and if you
can-
put Thorin tries and puts the ring back on, I think you said, and you'll
Yeah.
see that he does become an illusion of a human again.
so we can
That's
just put
good
him in
enough.
it, and then it's a lot easier to transport him. But we should.
Oh,
tie
you're
him
gonna
up as
use
well.
one of the barrels to put him in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's safer.
Yeah. You open up the barrel and it has some like oats in it. You can pour it out if you want, and then he would fit in it. Sure. Might take a little stuffing.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna do this, then
Perfect
we
for
should
Thanksgiving.
probably- if we're
Chris
going
Hands
this
popping back in.
option, should we probably gag him in case he wakes up and
Yeah.
people hear shouting barrel? All right. So I'll gag him, make
Ooh.
sure he can still breathe out his nose. Because I'm
the levels
a
of
friendly
protection there.
barbarian.
He's unconscious,
Give him a breathing
manacled to
straw.
gag, and in a barrel. He's probably
We're
not
not
gonna
dodgy at all. Keep on walking.
Lister mates didn't like my water background. Now you're on a dark street, on a dark, stormy night.
Makes at least more sense.
All right, you carry the barrel. Where are you going?
Straight
only
over
way
We're
Yawning
the
supposed
portal,
to meet
I suppose.
Back to
Davos
the Yawning
Silver
Portal?
Song.
Okay, you're
I
gonna
guess
take the
that's
barrel
right.
into there.
Well, I might wait outside. Maybe someone go in and get him. I don't know. Go
With
in
the
and
barrel?
tell. I
Oh,
might wait
go
outside with the
inside
barrel.
to
Yeah, maybe someone go tell Davil that we have who he's looking for outside, restrained and whatever.
Okay,
Makes sense.
who's going in to tell Davil?
I guess
Well-
he knows me, so I'll go in.
Yeah, you two talked with. So yeah, let's go.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
You head
Then I'll
into
go
the
with
tavern.
Bago.
It is getting a little late now, and you see that things are winding down a bit. But the bar has a few stragglers left. Jailister Silvermane has gone home, the one who you had the contact to talk about the Red Wizards with. Three Strings, the bard, has left. But you still see in the corner Davil Silversong, as well with his bodyguard Yagra, who you have met before. And you see Durnan cleaning the mug that never seems to get clean behind the counter.
I'll come up to him and say, "We have apprehended the murderer."
There we go. He will say, "Oh, have you? That was quite quick, I must say. Is he alive?"
Indeed, he is manacled, gagged, and in a barrel outside.
Carissa grits his teeth. If you want to see him, you should find a more private place.
Indeed, let us exit this place. He'll turn back to Davil and say, Davil, put it on my tab. You know I'm good for it. And he will take Yagra, and he'll walk out with you.
Isn't he, Devil?
Yeah, I meant Darren.
Oh, Jesus. He is Devil.
He is drunk. He's
not
drunk.
wrong,
man.
He's like, that's a lot on the
Darren.
tab, buddy.
I keep a tab of myself. What was his name? Durnan?
Darren, yeah.
was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
barkeep.
Durnan, keep a tab. And then he'll walk out with you. All of you see him come out. He spots you, sees the barrel.
I'll just
says-
walk up to him casually and nod.
He says, yes, Thorand, I think your name was.
That's right.
Shall we go into an alley or something? Maybe we
Either
should
way.
go a few places down. And he'll lead you a bit of a way down. About 5 buildings down to what looks to be an abandoned building in some type of residential area.
Are we just rolling the barrel down the street?
Yes. Open it up. The drow's face is just frothing. There's a cruelty.
They were at the
Fuck's sake.
Dockward Lister mates, but they are no longer. So yeah, you roll the barrel down a bit to finally, as you're rolling, you start hearing from the barrel.
I kicked the barrel.
You you take him to an alleyway that's about 5 feet wide, and Davil says, how about here? Why don't you dump him out?
Okay, I'll dump him out and then quickly take the ring off and pocket it in front of everyone, not hiding what I'm doing.
Okay.
By the way, we have taken the armor as well, so it's not left at the location.
Okay. So the
it's
guy's
on
in the
there
small
somewhere.
clothes.
Yes.
Hello,
Maximum dignity.
Kyujin. Maybe he went commando. So he's on the ground in his small clothes, and and when he take off the ring, Davil's eyes go wide, and he says, "A drow." Oh,
Indeed.
oh, this isn't good. He seems to be thinking. Perhaps it is best that we kill him.
So long as it's understood that we have done our roles perfectly well, might as well get rid of him. But I would strongly advise try to get some info out of him. You don't know if he worked alone. You don't know if it's maybe a larger scheme at work. You don't know why he was killing elves. Was it just because, like our own elf is so keen on just killing his lot? Or could it have been something a little bit more involved? I would think it prudent to ask a couple questions.
Carissa finds a little bit the demeanor of Davil, his reaction a little bit weird. Can I roll an insight check? Why?
Sure.
Oh, 13, probably not.
13.
Probably not
Yeah,
much.
your immediate reaction to the drow was anger, right? His was not anger. It was very clear that it was not anger. It was, he appeared to be worried.
Would it go against my passive insight? Because I don't think Abatis is actually suspicious, given that Carissa is the most goody two-shoes of us. Has been so down, like immediately kill it. Like he's going to be okay with it, but if he is being dodgy, that should probably go against his passive, wouldn't it?
I would say your passive notices something a bit different than Karisar. If you want to roll an active one to see if you can get more than that,
Inside.
because your passive is only 14, I think, 15.
15. But yeah, my
Only
active isn't.
15.
I mean, it is a good passive, but Yeah, you get the same thing though. It's just worried about something. And he says,
You seem
Good.
you seem less concerned about him being a threat or anything, or more concerned than angry, which is weird, given
Oh,
what he is.
Karasar, you must be close to the elves, I imagine, if you were talking like this, but I have not lived among, let's say, the elven community for quite a number of years, and the passage of time cures all revenge aspects against what the Drow may have done thousands of years ago, but I
Are
will
still
say, yes, they are still doing, but it is, I don't feel that kinship that you apparently do. I will say this, though. I have my suspicions on where this guy came from, and I would think it better that he does not report back.
From where? The Xanathar?
It is not Xanathar, and I prefer not to say.
Given
Well,
that we
It's
work
probably
with
better for you if you
already-
don't know.
Exactly. He's seen our faces, so make sure you
Yeah,
kill
we
him.
are involved plenty already. It's only fair that you tell us.
All right, two of you three can roll persuasion if you want.
Persuasion's not bad.
Yeah, you can do it then.
Well, it is now.
That is called jinxing it.
He will just say,
Yeah.
there is a carnival, and he works for the owner of that carnival on the dockward. But not all is as it appears to be. Anyways, I will leave it to you. Just know that I have a standing that will protect me to some degree. You do not. If he reports back, I would assume it to be detrimental to your own health.
Out of
And
game.
be careful.
Just-
And your organization
What-
has no use
What were we
for him.
hired to do? Apprehend him, right? And bring him
And
Oh,
to
I
find
just
out.
wanted the killings of the elves to stop in the dockward. I myself being an elf, I was just thinking of my own health. Don't care what you do with them, but I will say it would be, in my opinion, better if
think-
you kill him. And I would not
Do you
question him if
think
I were
that
you,
the
but you
co-
may.
Do you think that this organization, knowing that this drow is dead, would send somebody else to do further attacks? That much you should know, or should be interested in, for your own
Yes,
self-interest.
I do not know why the organization would attack elves. I do not believe they have any particular grudge against elves, as far as I know.
So you think he's acting on his own?
Possibly. He just has an unfortunate employer.
You can always ask him. See what
I
he's
will leave
willing
that to you, but some things are best left unknown for your own sake. But that is your decision. Thank you for what you have done. Yagra, I do believe you have what the deal was. And Yagra will pull out this sack of coins, giving to someone. Who should I give this to?
I'll
Put my
take it.
hand up. Oh,
Thorin.
Take it.
Picks. I heard Thorin first, so
Okay.
she gives it to Thorin. It's pretty weighted. There's 200 gold pieces in it, and she says, "It was getting heavy, anyways." And Davil will say, "Well, good day to you, and be careful. If you're looking for more work, I am certain we could use it. Come back anytime. Feel free to ask."
See you later with some silver. Wink.
Yeah, and then, yeah, and he'll leave.
I guess
You
I'll just
see
split
the-
money quickly since it's. I'll guesstimate it. Roughly, I'll split it in quarters.
Roughly.
Someone might get 48. Yeah.
Everybody gets
Roll for it.
everyone gets 20. Thorn gets the rest. No, everybody gets 50.
Yeah.
While you decide what you're gonna do with this guy, I will be right back. I have to pee.
Okay. I needed to add 4 gold.
Do we kill him now?
Well,
Knowing
Right.
that he potentially has an organization behind him that might continue his evil work, I am more inclined now to at least listen to what he has to say.
I'm much on the same point. I'd much rather know what the hell is going on rather than anything else. What do we do with him after is another question.
Should we
It's a bit
bring him to the
distasteful
manor
to just,
first?
possibly. Like I was saying, it's a bit distasteful to just kill him outright, but probably it's either that or we turn him over to the guards, where just say that we were working for a private individual and try to sell that story that way. See
Drow
if they
are
believe
too
us or not.
dangerous
It's a
and
big
slippery for that.
I'm
Hey.
back.
Welcome back.
You've seen his resourcefulness.
His head seems to be going between you all talking, unable to talk.
Back in the barrel for now, then.
Yeah, I suggest you knock him out again, Bagger. I didn't even know he
becomes the new toilet for Tinku.
Oh no!
no.
Please. Oh, I mean, that might. I mean, oh,
Look,
Jesus.
you wanted evil things to be done to that drow. A mere
Not
idea.
that evil.
Oh,
I thought about putting a channel point to make Tinku do something uncivilized.
That is actually a good idea. I'm in favor of that.
yeah.
Karis or not, I am. That's called role playing.
All right, so you knock him out and put him back in the barrel.
Yeah, and we take him back to the mansion to question there.
Okay. Get
By
him
the way, what
well
did
pickled.
he have? 2 short swords, or what did he have? And or its weaponry and gear and everything.
I'd have to pull it up real quick, and I will be sure to give that to you. That sounded weird. I'm sorry about that.
If
he
it doesn't
has-
like, yeah.
all his stuff looks ornate, so it's gonna sell. It would potentially sell for more than normal, but it doesn't actually give any extra attributes than normal. But he has studded leather, a shield. He has his gun, as well as with 2 bullets left. They seem to be paper cartridges, if you know what those are. Back before they had actual bullets, they used to put a bullet in paper and then the gunpowder behind it and wrap it up like a Tootsie Roll. He seems to have those. And
Would I, as a cleric of Gon, know that it's the Church of Gon that's actually introduced gunpowder to the setting? Do I do like a
Probably.
religion? I'm
I
thinking,
have no
do
idea.
I need to do a roll for it?
So let's roll for it. Yeah. Roll religion. If you roll over 12, it was gone.
Nope.
Okay.
Hell nope.
Well, I mean, technically it was gone, but I don't know if he knows that. Probably.
Oh, it was? Okay.
It
I
was.
didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I did actually, out of curiosity.
Oh, you
was
looked it up.
actually
Okay. Then you would know that.
I'll take that. I'll take that with my roll.
Okay.
God damn
you don't
it.
have to roll for it then.
Yep.
I was actually rolling to see if it was gone.
Oh.
But if you know what it is in the Forgotten Realms history, we're good. I'm good with that. So yeah, he has the pistol. He has 2 short swords, studded leather, and a shield.
How is your religion check? +1. Do you not have proficiency on your own?
Nope. He's kind of
Religion is
not,
in
On your
Intelligence.
cleric? Yeah, but
yes, it's not based on his
he
wisdom
at
to
least
one
would
thing.
have proficiency, wouldn't he? You would
Uh,
think.
Doesn't have to.
And the thing is, with his background, like he's completed his studies technically, so he should have a little bit, but the others are more central to.
He's more of a
whatever he does.
practical type. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. More of a mystical, without organized religion kind of thing. Just go with the flow, man.
I mean, it's kind of like I sometimes I know more about the Bible than Christians, so, and I'm not Christian. Let's see. Okay, sorry, I was doing something else. So yes, you make it back. You can carry the barrel, whatever you want to do, back to Troll Skull Manor.
By the way, does the gear that the drow has look like it is if it was made by the Dark Elves, or is something more from a more
Roll history.
overworld setting? Okay.
See what you know.
Not that best of a roll.
It definitely looks elven.
I mean, if my having played Baldur's Gate helps out, if it sees sunlight, it should disintegrate if it's the proper Dark Elf stuff. But I don't know if that's the same in 5e.
That's their metal, not their leather.
That's
but
their
yeah.
metal.
Right.
Yeah.
But the swords and the like. But,
Yeah. Yeah,
oh.
the swords are definitely not. The swords look to be, they still look ornate, but they also look a bit elven.
Right.
You head back to Troll Skull, and you find everybody you left there, which is Lif, and you see Tinku in the kitchen, and you see Lif just watching him.
He's still passed out.
Not at the gut.
No, Lif is actually sitting
yes.
there. He like looks up at. Sorry, Tinku's just sitting there. He looks up at Lif and looks away. When he hears you come in, he says, "Help! Help!"
What's the problem?
No, leave kitchen. He won't let me leave kitchen.
Well, do you want? Why would you want to leave the kitchen? Why? Do you have any plans to go anywhere?
Nah, I gotta move muscles, move arms, do some stuff.
Well, I'm sure you could busy yourself, but yeah, you know how these ghosts are. You never quite know what's happening with them. So yeah, try to do some exercises. Keep yourself active. We'll
Could
discuss.
maybe start cleaning the kitchen.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
I'm about to soil kitchen.
That is your problem, Kapata. See you later.
Look, you are the one with the mop and bucket spell. Yeah, you kind of signed yourself up for that already.
Is there a mop? Is there any cleaning utensils nearby?
But yes, it's in your spell book, mate.
No, I don't think you've bought any cleaning utensils or anything necessarily yet for the tavern.
No.
There's like this old moldy mop that's half rotted away.
All right, somebody take him out to kind of behind in some alley. I'll talk with the ghost, make sure he doesn't misunderstand the situation.
I can go myself. I go myself.
Well, be sure that if you just up and leave.
Maybe Bagu can keep an eye on him.
Yes, Bagu might be upset. You know that.
Roll and intimidate. You can roll with advantage because Bagu's helping passively.
Boom!
Oh, Jesus
Boom!
Finally.
As he goes on the ground right there.
How did I know that was going to be the outcome? Like,
I haven't been involved in this interaction at all. I have nothing to do with this.
that's probably the wisest move. Absolutely.
Once that
Why is the
happens,
barbarian
Ever.
wisest of us?
Curacao
Once that
goes
happens, I'll probably
forever.
just turn around and leave. Go to sleep.
Yeah, bye bye. That's for the humans to deal with.
You see Lift dip his head.
Can go smell if they could.
He throws an iron mug at the goblin.
Good, good, sir. So,
All right. It's first lesson in actually cleaning up after yourself, my friend. Now, first thing is we're going to get some water, and you are going to clean it up. And I cast guidance on the goblin so that he does a good job of it. I'm not abusing the holy miracles, no sir.
Just when it was starting to smell better here. And he will grudgingly go get the mop and the half moldy mop in a bucket of water.
And after that, I will get Carissa to at least improve the smell a little bit. You're
open the
not getting
fucking
away.
window. What the fuck?
Look, you are the little hanging tree thing. Just embrace it. L
Hanging
equals
tree
equals hanging tree scent improvement thing. I don't
Oh
remember
yeah, the
Yeah,
little
for
thing
sure.
hangs from the
Yeah.
mirror.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
the name for it, but that's your new role.
Carousel the car freshener.
Yeah, it works.
The carriage freshener. Alrighty.
Yes.
Where do you take the barrel? You have the top
Down
floors.
into the basement, I suppose.
The basement. Okay.
Isn't the basement where we threw down Tinku in the shitty barrel last session? That's probably not
Is it?
clean either.
Yeah, I think that's where we put him.
Yeah, it's-
How did he
I guess
actually
he
get out
climbed
of
up.
there? That's a good point.
That's going to be the ye oldest storage of war crimes, basically.
He's a very acrobatic guy. He can squeeze his way through things.
You can
And-
squeeze a lot of same things out. I know.
Oh yeah.
Miraculously, after eating nothing.
Let's just say it's always well lubricated for some reason. So you can put the barrel into the basement, no problem.
And at this time also, I'll just try putting the ring on myself, see if it does anything. Just try it out.
You put the ring on yourself, nothing happens.
Okay.
Put the ring on Bagu, see if it turns him into
Yeah,
a
just
demon.
give it to Bagu.
Does Bagu try?
Does it even fit on my finger?
You can put it on your your pinky,
On your
your
pinky.
meaty pinky of your 4 fingers,
Up to the first
okay.
knuckle.
and it doesn't seem to do anything.
Ah. Well,
Maybe the magic elf knows more about it.
We can
Does
hand it to the
Karasar
ring.
want to try too?
Let me just put. Can I cast as a ritual detect magic on all of the gear to
Sure.
see if anything of it if it is magical?
Sure. You can take 10 minutes and cast that ritually.
Yeah.
The ring is magical. Detect magic, given enough time, will also tell you the school, which in this case is illusion on the ring.
Makes sense.
You also notice his paper cartridges for the gun are magic.
Okay, I'll relay that. But everything else is mundane, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll just try on the ring.
When you put on the ring, you suddenly look exactly like he looked when he was in his human form.
Hmm.
Useful.
I guess
That
while
might
that's
be.
happening, we'll take him out of the barrel and probably wake him
Yeah.
up first before ungagging him.
Yeah.
You feel the need to keep that ring on. No, not really.
I have already the fucking book, please, thank you.
Erica's gonna alignment change real quick.
I'm gonna gather all the cursed objects of Faerun, you know? Give me them all!
It could be like Rings of Power. Sauron was the good guy. Uh-oh. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah, as a human, I'm gonna call myself Haldar, by the way.
Halbrand.
oh, Halbrand, I'm sorry. That's how
yeah.
bad I am with that series.
I've watched it 3 times.
Blessed ignorance.
Yeah,
Same.
I've watched that 3 times and She-Hulk twice because I've made videos
Wow.
on them. I don't always like my
Kind of
life.
masochistic. I mean, like, Gary earns at least a shit ton of money through that,
Right.
you know? You don't.
Hey, my Rings of Power one got 4,000 views. It's my best yet. But yeah,
Right.
no
Fair
money because
enough.
it's a short. But yeah, you take him out. He plops out. He's still not awake yet.
I slap him a bit.
His eyes open. He looks around.
Who would like to do the questioning?
Well, I try to lean over to the guy, just turn his face this way and that way. Well, you seem to be not quite as tough as I would have expected for somebody taking such joy in murdering random drunks. So might as well try nice and easy. What's your name? Right. I kind of assumed we'd taken off the gag at least, but I just whip out a knife, just kind of right next to his face, just cut it and cut it aside. All right, let's do this. Name first. Let's establish what we are going to call you.
My name is first name go to, second name hell.
Ooh, that's very original. And I punch him straight in the nose. Non-lethal.
He's got 1 hit
Nice.
point.
Yeah. Well, if it's non-lethal, it's not gonna actually do.
For the umpteenth million time, it was unlethal. That's like...
He's gonna start taking brain damage.
He's gonna talk like Joe Biden in
Yeah,
5
already.
minutes.
Roll and intimidate.
Intimidation.
While you're doing that, I am being told the alarm is going off for my pork. I'll be right back.
So yeah,
Oh, I see why.
actually, I'm gonna be right back real quick. 1 minute.
Well, Cursor's gonna stay in the background, but if he, for example, says something in Elven or Drow, we'll try to translate.
Good.
But other than that, he's not probably going to help the conversation if he injects himself in.
Fair enough. Also, I don't know
Yeah,
what the
he'll
hell is
say
going on
my-
with my rolls. Like 2 20s in a row on intimidation. Not complaining,
is-
but I like all the rest of the time. Whenever it's useful, I'm getting 6s, 4s, what have you.
Yeah.
Oh, ready. Sorry, I have my my pork going. Oh yeah, it's a 198 for pulled pork.
Nice.
Yes. What was your intimidate? Oh my
20.
god.
Yeah, two
Again?
20s in a row. I'm gonna push it
No
later on.
joke,
It's
no.
not even funny.
No goddamn joke.
You punch him in the face and he. Ugh. Yeah, you damn. Lower species. It won't matter, but my name is Solun.
I punched him so hard his voice changed.
Yeah, that's right. My name is Solun.
Well, Saloon. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of an exchange of information. It's going to go like this. You're going to give me information, and I'm going to give you a lack of beating. Now, first off, what the hell are you doing? Why are you killing random drunk elf-blooded people? Is it just you being a weirdo, or are you after something?
I only kill the filthy elves. I make sure I keep it to them. All the elves deserve it for what they did to the drow.
Why do it here? Why do it to just random vulnerable people. What the hell? If you have any honor, sir, you find yourself somebody capable, take your anger out on them.
I prefer to do it from
when he
hidden.
hears honor in conjunction with Drow.
I prefer to do it when they can't attack back. Take them out quickly. Consider it a kindness that I do not need to give to them.
Right. I do an insight just to see if he's trying to mislead me into thinking that he is just a depraved random killer, or if he's trying to hide it. Aha.
Wow. You get a certain... When he mentions killing elves, you almost see like a smile come on his mouth. You can tell it's almost like a sex need for him.
All right, I'm suddenly very much okay.
Do your creepy smile, Greg.
But it does seem very personal.
All right. Well, look here. I'm not exactly unsympathetic to our personal vengeance situation, but what you're doing is absolutely wrong. Now, you better try and dig deep, my friend, because by your rights, we would have killed you in that encounter. I was the one to save your ass. So try to give us a reason not to undo my previous move. Try to give us something, and we might just, well, depending on how things go, we might give you a clean death, or we might give you some chance to get away. And I do deception to...
Okay, I was about to ask if it was perception or deception. I mean, persuasion or deception. 15. He will say, because if you do not leave me, my longtime employer, Zardoz Zold, will probably kill you, and not in the best way.
Would I... Well, being a newcomer, I don't think I would recognize the name, any of us.
You all can roll history if you want, but unless you get a very high roll, you wouldn't know.
Nope. That goes my street.
20.
One work?
Yes. What did Karasar get? 20?
I almost wish I got a natural one so I could roll under again and get some fake history that I
And you would have a 0 like my athletics check. That would have been hilarious.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Actually, Thorin, you do know.
I thought it was only on natural ones, or is it on...
No. You do know this guy. You've worked with him before. He's Zardoz Zold has actually there was a job you had to navigate to this gnome island where they apparently had these technologies that Zardoz wanted to get for himself, and he paid you, and he made you go first to navigate these waters that were known to be dangerous if you don't know the actual route to that island. And the end result was many of your men died, and it destroyed your ship.
Plot thickens.
The Zardoz Zold himself had 3 ships, and he used one of them to take the remaining of your crew and yourself back to land.
I'll try not to react to this strongly yet, and I'll just say, why are you so sure of this? Why should we be scared of this Zardoz Zold? I'm strong. I've led men. I've killed plenty. What's special about this person?
Whatever you think you know about Zardoz Zold, you do not know at all. He is powerful beyond what you might think. He can deal with any problems that might come up. He has connections. He sees things that you might not know.
I grab him by the hair and I punch him in the ribs as hard as I can and say, I need proper answers. Don't
I
talk in
assist.
mystery.
I assist Crisis Flames. Look, you don't want another one of these.
You punch him. Go ahead and roll intimidate
Yeah, that was Thorand, I think, this time.
with
so-
advantage.
Okay. Oh, good thing I have advantage. Fuck.
Yeah, good thing. Yeah.
Yep.
I keep
It was
chasing
a less
myself.
than
Punched by a
it was a
cat.
less than 50% chance to roll lower than a 9, and yet
Why did I get a bonus to persuasion? I should have picked intimidation when I made this character. I'm a dumbass, man.
You punch him, and it knocked the wind out of him. And he says, "You clearly are not from the Underdark. You don't know the torture techniques they have there. This is honestly pretty pitiful."
That is pitiful as taking
You guys
joy.
see, even when he's killing and beating people up, Thorn is pretty casual look on his face, or just enjoyment, but he actually has anger in his face now. Quite a big frown on his face.
Kapatis just looks at Thorand and Carissa. Well, you two are the most involved in this situation. I acted as arbiter as best as I could in terms of finishing the job. We've done that. Got a name out of it. That's a lead enough. Do we get rid of him? Or do we do something else? I'm honestly quite
he's
indifferent.
too dangerous alive.
I will tell you this. You know I cannot, even if I tell you that I will not tell Zardoz about you if you were to let me go. You know I will anyways. There's no way I can guarantee that I will not. I am not an idiot. So, you know he's human. Thorn's asking what race Zardoz is. You know he's human. And the Saloon will continue. He said, I do think my employer might like you. If you let me go, and you go and look for perhaps some employment for Zardoz, perhaps that is the only way that you can survive through this. You might be interested in knowing someone who was able to best me, though you did
I roll
do it on
insight.
unfair grounds.
I know that trolls are known for lying, or Carissa knows that.
Yeah, and I just think the guy is dodgy as all has, so I'm inciting as well.
Sure.
Nothing. Hey, he seems out.
I-
Yeah, he seems good.
I asked
I'm sure he's genuine in the offer.
where would one go to make contact for a job?
Already. Oh wow. Insight 16 to resolve that first. In a strange way, he almost looks like there's an opportunity there. You see opportunity in his eyes. Perhaps the opportunity of bringing capable people to Zardoz.
Bago does say, if we murder him here, how would this Zaza character find out?
Before you say that, Thorand, to answer to you, he says, Zardoz is running the carnival at the dock ward. The two of his ships are docked. And you're pretty sure you'd be able to recognize him. And then to Bagu, when Bagu says that, I'm guessing Bagu is speaking to your own party, but
Yeah.
he will answer anyways and say, Zardoz seems to have eyes everywhere. You are taking a big chance if you think that he did not know.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure. Wow, you actually have +4. Oh yeah, you're a ranger. Yeah, you can see that there's some truth to it, but not as much as he would like.
Are these magical eyes?
Zardoz, I do not think possesses magic. I don't know why I'm telling you that. He just has
I'll,
connections.
I'll
In
try
that
and like.
case, I find your argument hard to believe.
All his captains are, of course, mages, but I do.
I'll
I'm sure they would
try.
see something.
I'll try stealthily, kind of slip a javelin into my arm, nice and slowly, and I'll just kind of hide it.
Okay.
And I'll just ask Karsar. Well, you seem to have some hatred for this drow. What do you want
Why
to do?
would he? I mean, Karisar took one of the short swords. He'll have probably that in his hand. Why would you even follow a human? You have no particular respect for any surface dwellers.
This is true to some degree, but I do respect Zardad. Zardaz.
Zardazol.
Zardazul.
Zardazord, yeah.
Mhm.
He is a man with many connections. And my
And you
beef with the
risk,
elves is my own.
and you risk your connections for your disgusting hobbyism, your revenge, your misguided revenge.
Zardad knows
anything.
what I do.
And I'm sure, should we, by some strange twist of fate, decide to work with the man, he would be quite happy for us to get rid of a degenerate like you. We could quite easily make the case that we made that we are about to make his entire organization a hell of a lot safer if we remove a little bit of a squeaky wheel.
You could make that case indeed, you'd just be very wrong.
It would be quite negative for our reputation if the murders continue.
I'm not going to risk that.
Nope.
You are losing a very powerful ally.
Interesting. You already upgraded him from our prospective employer to this grand ally. I appreciate your desperation, but yeah, if that's your best shot at digging yourself out of this one, I don't think it's going to work out that well.
When I see that it looks like Karsar is not going to do anything yet,
He slowly walks towards the elf, the drow.
You do?
Takes a look at, yeah.
Yeah.
Takes a look at the others.
Nonchalant shrug.
He looks
doesn't
at
necessarily
Karisar.
like the implication of what's about to happen, but doesn't really particularly stand against it either.
He looks at Karisar and says, now we see why the elves are now better than the drow, supposedly. Go ahead.
Everyone's
Well.
looking expectantly at Karisar.
Yeah, that's basically
He
I won't look for long.
You see Karisar halting for a second, but in the end decides. He grabs the sword hilt a little bit more tighter and plunges the sword into the chest of the drow.
He dies. You see his body fall to the ground, slump over, and a now pool of blood that is expanding under him.
Quite a crowded city as far as powerful entities are concerned.
Indeed.
at the very least, that's an opportunity for us. And worst comes to worst, we can find out who the Zardazord has may have pissed off, and maybe it might be a good idea to ally with them. and finish the job with finish off the rest of the organization. Should we acquire the necessary power?
I'll kick
From over the trap door, looking down into the basement, you see a goblin head poke out. Hey, I finished. Oh God, bye.
You see, he pissed off Bagu. Bad idea.
Should
All right,
we
what was Thorin gonna say?
dispose?
I give the body a good kick. Then I turn around to the others and I say that I know the Sard of Zord. I was also a ship captain before and I led men. He hired me for a job. He led me into a trap. I have some history with him. If I could get revenge, I would like to.
If your former employer has allies like this, he is surely a dangerous and evil fellow. No one allies himself with Drow so nonchalantly. If he has at least some form of honor and good in him.
Depending on the reasoning involved, and depending on how correct the Drow was in his veiled threats, we might need to do something about that his employer regardless. So yeah, I do believe we have acquired an enemy, whether for today or maybe later on.
Wouldn't
More
be the first
immediately,
one.
what do we do with the body?
His
Cursor wipes the
belongings.
sword on the clothes of the the Drow.
Yeah, Bagu reaches out a hand to grab the sword, for you to hand him the sword. His belongings are quite distinct.
I'll give Bagu the sword. That indeed.
I
They are
take out.
They are of elven nature. That is what I can say.
Is
I
is the basement, like, what's the basement floor made out of? Is it just
Stone.
dirt?
It looks
Okay.
like stone wall, stone ground, stone floor. Even the ceiling looks to be stone. That the wooden paneled floor on top is
Simple
on top
Minecraft
of-
cobblestone.
Yeah, simple Minecraft cobblestone. They seem to just got rocks and placed it. No.
Can probably bury him out back.
I wanted to make like 10 more Minecraft references and I held them all back.
God damn.
Never played the game, so I would have just
I've spent hours in that game. I was gonna say right next to the basement, you see this like pool of lava and this water coming together, making
Yeah.
cobble for you.
The cobblestone generator.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
how you make obsidian?
Yeah.
No. If you have
only
flowing,
if-
you have
yeah.
flowing lava.
Oh yeah, right. It was
If
the slowing
water
of it.
reaches flowing water, flowing lava, then
It's
you
cobble,
create
obviously.
cobble.
Come on,
Create cobble.
Yeah.
that's the way it works in reality. Just like pouring
Only a
water into
lava
a volcano
source
makes it
turns
explode.
into obsidian.
Something Bagu probably
Minecraft
wouldn't
science
think of,
class.
but Kapatis can probably
Nerd
take the swords and
alert! Yes.
Nerd
That's where
alert.
Fauci learned his science, you know.
Oh wow.
That's so fun.
Yeah. He was busy killing some dogs and he saw, oh look, I can make cobble. This way.
I can kill you.
Uh,
in
Can
real
Kapatis,
life.
can Kapatis turn the swords into something else to dispose of them? Is there metal?
Yeah, I should. They are made of metal. Presumably, they are worth less than 100 gold. I would need to
Yep,
they
do
are
it
of-
after I got my use of Channel Divinity back, but I should be able to turn them into something else if anybody needs anything else.
But they are of an ornate nature, so they are worth
Well,
more
yeah.
than just a rare metal.
Yeah,
Right?
due to their
So you would
craftsmanship.
essentially reduce their value if you did that.
But
But
it
it's
might be a
still-
lead. If we
Still
sell,
under 100. Yeah.
Yeah. and if we sell a very specific ornate known dagger to somebody or short
Yeah.
sword,
The issue was
That
disposed
We
of.
can.
Very much a
Wasn't
belief.
the idea that we keep the short swords to find out more about the?
No, I just meant dispose of the
Killer.
short sword so nobody finds out we killed the guy.
Yeah.
We can then chop him up to bits and burn him in the whatever we have in the house. So nobody finds anything.
Look at that, we've got a
Oh.
bathtub and a hell of a lot of acid. It's wow.
So while this is happening, I'll take
what's
out
with
my
the-
battle axe and I'm gonna chop the head off, and I'll say I'll
Okay.
dispose of this part.
Alrighty.
Thorn is Thorn interested in the leather armor?
Nope.
Shad would be
That's
very
cool.
upset with the studded leather armor. He says it never existed and it's stupid.
I don't think it gives me AC anyway. I think. Don't think so.
No, it gives
Uh,
more AC than just leather. One more AC.
Oh no, for Thorund, he gets his con. If he's not
Oh,
wearing
yeah,
armor, he
for
gets his
Hex,
con plus his dex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have text.
I got chainmail, so I'm pretty good without it.
Bagu will grab the rest of the body then, because I had a weird epiphany right now that Bagu was raised by animals, and when animals kill other animals, there is a certain thing that usually happens.
Oh no. I take the choicest part.
I thought we just disposed of one monster.
Wait, you're eating him?
Yeah, Bagu's probably just gonna eat the guy.
Do you eat him like a
That'd be
turtle?
terrible
It's
sound.
like
You know, like the snake,
Yeah,
he
videos when it-
dislocates his jaw and then
Yeah.
engulfs him down.
I don't know how D&D turtles eat.
We make Tinkle watch. As he devours.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Train for
Clean
life.
the entire tavern.
Yeah, it's going to be the most.
You do the
beautiful-
cleaning. You do the cleaning.
it's a
No.
it's a
No,
niche.
we again we want the goblin to do them cleaning because he sees what's happening if he misbehaves.
Animals killing animals.
Damn nature.
Nature.
So,
Damn,
I would
nature, you
keep-
savage.
I
Are
would
you
keep
actually
one
eating 'em?
of the short swords though?
Probably, I mean, that's what
What
bears
do you
do
guys
when they
think?
kill someone.
Are
I think I
turtles,
can. The short sword
carnivores?
Isn't that a finesse weapon?
they're omnivores, right?
I don't
Should
know.
be.
These are fantasy turtles, so who knows?
Is
We gotta make
a
this
short
right.
sword is a finesse weapon, so it can be used with dexterity rather than strength, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Then I would probably still keep one of the short swords.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea to keep one, just in case.
I rework it so it's not quite that ornate.
They're
That was
omnivores.
the big question.
It's
earlier.
elven. Like, okay, if it's
I
if it's
guess.
actually drow, then I have no problem with you changing it. Probably.
Let me know when you start
I'm
eating
alright
him.
with that.
Do I eat them raw? Do I actually cook or something? I don't know.
Oh,
These are
right.
weird
Yeah,
questions.
raw.
Back in the
I'm not
day-
putting up with this stink of cooked flesh, man.
Question,
Back in the
can I
day, you would
use-
eat raw, but nowadays you're more civilized, so you have to cook
We do have
Hey.
a ghost in the house, by the way. He was murdered,
it.
and that might just get him upset. Just saying.
That's what happens when you listen to too much Jordan Peterson. Carnivore diet, guys.
Oh.
You turn into a lobster?
That's the next step.
Yeah. I do like
Can
his
I
diet.
use the history book of Waterdeep to see if that sword is actually of Waterdeep or Waterdavian nature? Or if it,
Sure.
like,
You can roll your history with a +4, I think, or did I say +5? It would take an hour to do though.
yeah, I mean, I can keep it anyway.
Well, no, I think it's a different book, isn't it? Because we haven't got that book yet.
Wait,
No, you got the history of. Oh no, that's right. You didn't get the encyclopedia. You got the.
Yeah, sorry to be
you just got
like
the
a
history.
article book. Yeah, so we
And
have
that's
the-
more
the
like a
general-
tour guide than anything.
Yeah.
oh, I
Yeah,
only
it-
got the one from the tavern here.
Right.
Yeah, the other one costs a lot of money.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's
okay.
like 250 gold. So it's kind of one of those. Yeah, let's
Oh.
try to get it eventually.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
That one gives you a +5 if you're not in a hurry on any lore check, knowledge check. But
Mhm.
yeah, looking through, you start looking through it, and it's actually Volo's Guide to Waterdeep, And
Oh,
and you
Jesus.
start looking through it, and it's very much like just talking about all the things in the city.
Okay,
You
so
do
it
get
has
to an
nothing.
interesting part about the giant stone statues that go up about 60 feet more than it'd be like 120 feet into the sky, and there's 3 of them within Waterdeep that seem to just be stuck where they are. Volo claims that they were once constructs that could be controlled and were used to save the city.
Ah.
I would still like to keep one of the swords for questioning. I mean, at least the Genasi neighbors might know something. If they know,
Yeah,
if it's
they'll
of
know it belongs
the
to that
water
guy,
deep.
and then they'll tell his employer that you have it. That's
Yeah,
what they're gonna know.
That's kind of what we were going
Do you
on
really
about,
think they looked like the type that would work for someone of that
We know who's
nature?
the suspicious type in the group now.
He has been since the start.
Yeah,
Yep.
like, for someone who comes from the deep woods, raised
He
by
knows
bears,
the evils
he's
of
like-
man quite well.
He's like, they all work together in this cabal.
I used to
And
know
mean, my
Bob
only
has been
interaction-
listening on his way to Waterdeep. He has been listening to Alex Jones all the time.
I mean, technically, my only interaction with
bloody
civilizations
goblins.
is doing shady
making
jobs
the
with other
turtles gay.
adventurers.
Okay, that's fair.
I will eat your ass.
Well, that is what Bog was
That's the
going to do in
divine
a minute.
revelation for him. Yeah.
A human
I
human
know what
fisherman
I
took
must
his
do.
trout one time.
They turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Yeah, the turtles gay.
Thank God it wasn't the turtles. Jeez. That could have been for a real bad time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for that derailment.
Yeah.
So, was there anything special about the studded leather, or was it normal studded leather? I don't know if
It
you
probably
answered
sells
already.
for a little bit more due to the craftsmanship, but it offers the same defense as normal studded leather.
Would sell a little less due to the fact that we beat him up. It's probably damaged.
We aimed for the head.
Yeah. I mean, all used armor sells for less than new armor, but
Let me see how
it
much
would
studded
probably
leather-
still more than what normal leather armor would sell for. Used leather armor would sell for.
I'll just inspect to see if there's any engravings or anything unique about the studded leather, because I'm thinking about selling that off next door.
There's an engraving
Okay.
in the shape of an asphalt after the 3-story drop.
I would say
it's
do an
less expensive than I
investigation.
thought.
Do an investigation, see if you can tell that there's any specific branding or anything like that.
I
on
thought
it.
studded leather was like 120 gold, so I was wrong about that.
I'll do
Oh,
the
no.
same as well, just on account of, obviously, I'm kind of a craftsman kind of a thing.
I only
Okay.
got 9.
Yeah, not much
9.
better on mine.
9. Looking through it, you don't see anything. I would even give you a proficiency bonus on this since you're looking at an item, which would. Oh wait, you do have proficiency in investigation already. But yeah, even given a little bonus to that, nothing stands out other than that it looks very ornate with its curves, which are not normal for just practical armor.
Okay. Can I do the same
Chrysanthus
for the short sword?
Sure.
I
Well, you can
found-
use the same rolls. You'll see the same thing. Nothing really stands out on these things. There's no branding
Okay.
per se, other than that it looks like very elven construction.
Okay.
Also, technically, if Carissa wears the ring, it will disguise the armor anyways and everything. He's not going to be wearing the armor because he's a wizard, and I'm not sure how much.
Yes.
Utility
If
there is, but
Carissa
there might be
wears
a-
the ring,
Armor. I'm
yeah.
only interested in one of the short swords.
Yeah.
So.
But is there a particular link between the magic ring and these bits of kit, or
No, it doesn't
So
matter
it's
what you're
just
wearing.
what-
It makes you look
okay.
exactly like he looked when you saw him originally, when you wear the
But
ring.
does that make the appearance of the they use as weapons and armor change as well? Because you said
Oh
how
no!
that changed.
Once you draw a weapon, you see the weapon
Okay.
as the weapon is.
All right.
It's only what you're wearing and your items on you and stuff like that.
So is it about midnight now, roughly?
Yep. Yeah, probably past that.
I'm
Past
gonna
that,
go have
okay.
dinner.
Alrighty. So you
Well, after a
sleep
good
through the
killing,
night.
yeah, it's time for a restful sleep.
Yeah,
Bago's gonna go have dinner before they go to sleep.
yeah.
I'm not
Just
gonna watch that
horrific
one.
crunching sounds echo throughout the halls as we try to get some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'd probably separate him into
Oh,
servings.
actually, I'm going to pretend to go to sleep and wake up very early in the morning, maybe 3 or 4 in the morning.
Well, that would be when Cursa wakes up anyways.
Okay, I'll wake up earlier than that. I'll know when
Before.
Karstar wakes up, and before that, I want to sneak away.
All right. So before that, Karisar, you go to do a long rest, and you hear in your head the same voice. Let's transcribe a spell. Let's do it. You need the spells. It won't cost you anything.
Oh, keep meditating on not react for the moment. I have my own plans on that issue.
Roll a charisma save.
Do I get advantage as an elf?
No, don't think so.
No. Oh, because it's against being charmed. I have advantage.
Oh. Ooh, that's a rough one.
Well, it's
yeah,
not-
let's say you do.
I do.
Fucking elves.
Didn't matter. Didn't matter. I totally rolled a Capatis. No, I actually, if I rolled a Capatis, I would have rolled a 12 again.
You make you mentally make the command for yourself that you're going to meditate and rest, but you find yourself nonetheless pulling out your spell book, pulling one of the scrolls, and it starts giving you instructions. It's telling you spell forms that you start writing on the ground and stuff, and you see paper appear in front of you. As you finish these spell runes, the special type of paper you need for transcribing spells, it starts going through how to make ink, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, I have my own ink. And you start copying a spell right into your spell book with no component cost.
Okay. Which one?
It's your choice. It wouldn't compulse you for that part.
Okay, then I'll do the Unseen Servant as for now.
Okay. And so yeah, you transcribe Unseen Servant into your book.
The book is like, we need to be stronger in Carousel. No, we need to be cleaner. Unseen servant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other ones would be False Life, which would be useful, I guess, somewhat, but I don't have. But I have already good spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, with think around prestidigitation is just not enough.
Yeah.
It
Need
says
extra.
it goes. How many scrolls do you have that you can transcribe?
Well,
Or how
I
many
have
other
the spell
spells do you
book from
have?
the org. Those are
Yeah.
4 in total.
Okay.
I think
It
was-
says the book will actually speak to you. You got more spells to do. Which one is next?
I guess I don't get another save, so
You do. If you don't want to do it, you can do another save.
I'll try again.
Okay.
Oh, so much for that one.
You get advantage because you're an elf.
Do a 9.
Oh,
Ah,
Double 9.
You're able to put the voice out of your head and actually sleep if you want.
okay. I'll sleep.
But 2.5 hours go by. Before that.
Okay.
Thorand. You wake
Yeah.
up. What did you want to do?
I want to wrap the head up in a bunch of sheets and put on the cloak and head to the dock ward.
Oh boy. Okay. You go by the
I'm gonna try to do it sneakily.
You do hear some sounds coming from Karisar's room, but the doesn't seem to notice you from what you can tell.
Okay.
Does Thorin jump off the balcony to avoid going through Capatis's room?
Would he need to?
I
Looking at the
forget
floor
what
plan.
the
No, I think
schematics
I'm
are.
just
there's
opening the
a
floor plan
hallway.
right now. Yeah.
I think there's a hallway between.
Yeah, so-
Because
common
Capatis didn't
room.
take a bedroom. He's just sleeping in the common room that's
Well,
the
no,
entrance
in the
to
floor.
second
Yeah, but
floor.
doesn't it have a
If you
hallway
see-
in between? Doesn't it
Yeah,
have
so
a
if you
hallway
see
in
the
between?
other joining to the commons, that is what I'm kind of going to turn into a forge / my room. But because it's
Right.
kind of small, I might be
Ah,
taking
okay.
bits of the commons.
So you took the common room. Okay. Yeah, you'd have to
and,
sneak
and
past
the,
the common
one
room.
north of it. So the one north of it. If you
Oh,
see that one.
fuck this guy.
He's
You
sleeping in
can
the den.
you can sneak past if you want. You get advantage because he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
hallway anyways.
So would that be against my perception or what?
It'd be against your passive.
Yeah, that does not beat it. Oh, yeah. That does.
Yeah. Yeah, easy enough. The guy's sleeping. It's not hard to sneak past him. You're able to head out. Head out outside of Trollskull. And you said you're going towards the dock ward?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's do this. You head out.
This isn't a bad idea at all.
To the you head out to the dock ward. It's very dark out. Where are you going?
I'm going to look for the ships I recognize that belong to Zardo Zord.
Okay. You head down the main road of the dock ward. It's probably the most safest, even at night. A figure starts following behind you.
Are the pubs open at this time?
They might be open,
Probably not.
but probably no one's in them, and they're shutting down.
Well, I walk towards one that's shutting down, and I just wait there under the light of the entrance for a bit.
Okay.
See what that person does.
The figure seems to be completely cloaked, and he comes up to you. He seems to have a greasy goatee sticking out with his chin up, sticking out of the cloak face. And he says, "Hey, would you like to buy some Shrek?"
It comes in layers.
Some what?
Shrek.
Shrek. Do I know what that is?
It's a drug.
Okay. No thanks. If you follow me again, I'll cut you down.
No, I wasn't trying to. All right. He slowly backs off from you.
And I continue on my way.
Alrighty, you head over to the dock area. In the distance, you do see some lanterns of a couple people walking. A little bit closer, you see that their city guards seem to be patrolling this dock area. But you can look at each of the boats. Roll a... You don't have to roll for it. Eventually, you're just looking at each boat going up the coast, and you do notice a very specific boat. 2 of them docked. The front of the ship is pointing towards inland. You see the figurine of an elf as the head of the ship. What do you call that thing in front of the ship? The
Figurehead, I think, is it?
the figurehead. Yes, you see the wooden elven figurehead on the front of the ship. Very familiar to you. In fact, you know that this is the one you're looking at right now is called the Heartseeker.
I want to see which one. I want to pay attention to patrols and see which one is the least guarded, and see if I can get closer to.
The patrols are not that active. You can easily have a few minutes in between each patrol, and no one would see you.
I
Roll a
want
perception
to...
check, though.
Yep.
Do you have dark vision?
Nope.
Then roll with disadvantage.
Ooh. Come on, rolls. Don't do this to me.
You're listening.
You know how
Don't
hear anything. Don't hear anything. Don't see anything that would spot you. No, and you don't see anybody or hear anybody that would spot you.
I want to see if there is a way to get on the boat. If there's any ropes or lashings or any
There's
way
actually
to
a
climb
ramp.
up onto the boat.
Right off the pier, there's a ramp that's still connected to the boat that could go on top of the boat. Other than that, you could probably climb up. There's
I
this
wanna
rope
see-
used for the what do you call it? The rowboat that goes between ships. There's a
Yeah,
rope
I want
heading
to see
down
if
the
there's a
side
way
for
to
that.
climb up from the water.
Yep,
So I
you could
suppose
use that.
way.
Hmm.
I'll look around. I'll just sit on the dock for a little bit and make sure no one can see me before I slip into the water.
Okay, you look around for a bit, and you head into the water. You don't think you were spotted.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards the boat I think is the least offended that I can climb up. Very,
Okay.
very slowly and very stealthy.
All right, roll a stealth.
I have no armor. Please. No! I thought you were gonna stop at 17.
A 10?
Yeah.
All right, you climb up the side of the boat. You see that there's actually someone, appears to be human, just looking off the side. Apparently, walks over to the pier, the side with the pier, looks off, turns back around, makes eye contact with you climbing up the side.
I throw the head at them and I jump off the boat and I try to get away as fast as possible.
Okay.
Look at Michael! Look at Michael! Glenn!
It's Santa Claus.
Thanksgiving!
This is me
You suddenly
role-playing
hear
his low
alarms go off.
intelligence.
You suddenly hear alarms go off. You hear shouting. Multiple voices now are shouting back and forth. You see someone. You look behind you and you see them pointing at you in the water, swimming away. Do an athletics check. See how fast you can make your way through the water.
Please, game. Don't fuck me up this time.
Kapatis
Are
was
you
concerned
serious?
about
I have a
character,
+6.
huh?
I would say, given your background, you probably have a bit of an advantage on swimming, so you could roll that with
I have a sailor
advantage.
background if that does anything.
Yeah, that's what I
I don't
mean.
actually know. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll again,
Oh, cool.
since
nice.
it's swimming.
Can't be worse than a 3.
Fuck.
Okay.
Passable.
You swim off at night. Given that it's nighttime, it's hard to even see you. Surprisingly, they don't seem to chase you. Instead, you hear them shouting off the side of the ship at some guards that were patrolling. They have a conversation. You can hear it fading away in the background. What do you want to do now? Once you swim off for a bit and you're about to hit another pier with another ship. It looks to be some type of cargo ship.
Try if I can get on the dock, maybe with that boat covering vision from their boat, if that's possible.
Okay. The other side of the boat, sure.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just try to get as far away as possible, as fast as I can.
Alrighty. Go ahead and do a stealth, let's say, to see if you can just stealthily make it off of the boat and head out somewhere.
19.
Alrighty.
That's what you would have needed the first time around.
I know.
Yeah. You slowly pull yourself out of the water, slowly and quietly, as the water sloshes off of you, and you head out into the middle of the docks. Do one last, not the docks, sorry. Head into the middle of the dock ward, not on the main street. Go ahead and do one last perception.
My little intimidation revenge plot is not starting off so well. Oh god.
Nah, you don't notice anyone as you head off back towards
That is an
back towards
actual one.
Shoroskull. Oh yeah, roll again. See if you can confirm that crap.
Oh.
4. You see you see the same track dealer looking at you and then goes behind an alley. Seems to be the only one who spotted you. Yeah, you headed back. That went well.
Yeah,
Would I have
terrific.
would I have finished sort of
Would have I-
disemboweling and preparing the poor drow elf by that time and eating him?
Sure. Well, you start to eat them with your turtle form, where you come in and grab pieces of it and pull it off with your sharp beak, and you're having a hard time getting it all down. This is a lot of person, even for a giant turtle.
Yeah, I was gonna separate him into parts, like
Oh, okay.
disemboweling him, burning everything that's inside with and the bones
That's a
and
lot of
the,
meat.
Oh, you actually
in the
prep
chimney
him.
that we
Okay.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually he
Okay.
went full butcher mode, man. Like
Yeah.
Do you happen to have a weird?
he's gonna make drow schnitzel, man.
I mean, I know you gotta get rid of the body. I've been on a job like this before.
Thorin, you're he's a turtle. He's eating
Yes.
someone.
Yes, Chris.
I'm a turtle raised by bears.
Thorin, you come back and there's actually a light in the bottom floor of the tavern.
Well,
I don't know
suppose
if
I was
Liv
trying to-
likes it that the first meal that is cooked in his tavern is
I
actually.
was, I was expecting more so the murder to start off with, but
I'll go check out what's happening. I
That's
suppose.
less of a problem. I
You
guess
see,
Liv as a half elf has nothing.
Yeah,
really
you see
love for
Bagu on the
Drow
bottom
either.
floor in front of the hearth, seemingly separating and cooking pieces of meat that he found from somewhere.
Even I look disgusted at this. As a
I'm not human,
bag-
so it doesn't count as cannibalism.
Bagu, I'll have
He's
something to talk to
technically
you
right.
about in the morning. And I leave.
As he leaves, I'll ask him, "Did you dispose of the head?" Oh, do
Yes,
I
you
know that he's
did.
soaking wet? Because that's probably a giveaway.
Your passive perception would notice that he's pretty soaked.
Did you go for a late night swim?
I dropped the head off at the docks.
Did you slip?
Yeah.
Insight check?
Question mark? Deception
Sure.
check?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot more there than what he's letting on.
Like to roll deceit, deception.
Sure.
You can roll a deception if you want.
Oh,
but-
this will be the only good roll on something I don't care about, because I'm going to tell him in the morning anyway. No,
nope.
never mind.
Never mind.
Looking back at the half disemboweled man, should I even bother?
Well, it looks like you have breakfast
You do
to
your
look
thing.
forward to. I'll tell
Do
you
your
about it
thing.
after.
Bagu stops doing what he's doing because the meat's probably very rough. He's just gonna go and bury him in the backyard.
Oh, now that he's disemboweled.
When even
Yeah,
the
but sure,
barbarians
Cursor
looking at
is
him
gonna
like,
deal with
"Ugh."
the
all right. So how much do you keep for eating?
I don't. What's the point? It's not good food.
Oh,
How
I
many
could just
rations?
buy better food.
Later on, we'll
Do
be
a
all
50
starving
gold.
in the cave, and he'll be like, "Do you want some of my rations?"
DoorDash in the morning,
Bro.
anyways.
it comes out. It's like it looks like a thumb. It's
He's
jerky.
having some drow dash.
So you bury it in the back.
Name for the place, the Drow Sorrows Inn.
Wow. All right. So you all head to sleep. Capatus, you wake up being the only one who got a full night's sleep, starting when you said you were going to go to sleep. You wake up 2 hours before everybody else in case there's anything you wanted to do specifically.
Just the baseline normal morning stuff that he would do, maintenance and armor, trying to work on some of the changed materials he has converted previously from the silver, but fairly routine, let's call it prayer stuff.
All right, Bagu and Thorin, you wake up to the sound of dink, dink, shrink, 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 as Kapat is on the second floor in a big room, starts preparing and polishing and sharpening.
Damn right.
Damn neighbors.
Carousel was already awake. You're in, you're meditating at that point, probably.
I'll go downstairs at the counter. I'll just wait till everyone comes down, I suppose.
Yeah. I'll prepare myself for the day and go downstairs as well.
I'll be sharpening my axe.
All right, you go to sit down in a chair, and you see the chair suddenly appears, scoots towards you, and appears under you for you to sit on as Lift brings it for you.
Thanks.
He floats up. You all appear in the kitchen, or not in the kitchen, in the tavern area.
So we've gotten rid of the remains.
Yeah, I pointedly look at Thorin when Carousel asks that. I believe the barbarian would like to say something.
So I have my head down in my lap, and I have the axe head in my lap, and it's going shink, shink as I'm sharpening. I don't look any in the eye, I'm just sharpening, shink, shink, and I say, so last night I got rid of the head. To be honest, I wanted to send a message to my enemy.
What particular avenue did you choose for this message?
I threw the head into one of his boats. One of his ships at the dock. But
well, thank you that you have done this before I used my daily prayers to try to convert the dagger to something that might not lead us to it. Because that would have pissed me off. This just inconveniences us massively.
Well, I wasn't as stealthy as I thought I would be.
How well trained are you in stealthy arts, exactly? Because I don't think you have particularly proved yourself. I'm not one to talk. Never
I usually
wanted
succeed.
to, sadly.
I usually succeed. They must have had well-trained scouts. And Thorn believes this.
Carousel just raises an eyebrow, but doesn't
Thorn
say
believes
anything.
Yeah, I believe it. There's no deception here.
Look at these rolls.
It's terrible.
Please, could
I'm
you
not gonna
stop
lie,
scrolling? Don't! God damn it! 2, a 5, a 4, already you're seeing that.
I know what my beat pick is going to be.
Should we preemptively meet the Zazar person?
And do what exactly?
There's any particular point in that one.
Well,
an opportunity will arise anyway.
going to want to kill
sooner
her.
or later.
Yeah. We might want to take a quick jaunt out of the city lest they start looking for us, and we might make the make use of the opportunity to visit that hermit up in the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
If
Thank you.
they
Guardhouse.
saw, if the barbarian was seen coming back here, we are. Something happened.
They're coming. Someone's at the door.
The cat knocks some stuff over.
We are compromised as long as we remain here.
That's a judgmental
Just
stare
woke
from the
up.
cat.
Yeah, he's like, oh man. Wow, he looks mad.
It's like, have you heard about climate change? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? Oh, I just yesterday actually.
In school.
How dare you?
I got it.
It was a very well timed yawn as well, just as.
Yeah.
I should be in school.
Yeah.
How dare you?
So, what are you up to now?
Well, you were
Well,
saying
Carissa
that.
doesn't necessarily see a point in forcing anything right at this point. I would
Well,
make
if they
that
know where
clear.
we live, we might as well just sell the tavern.
The whole main gameplay.
We don't know that yet.
We do have. I didn't take down much notes on the hermit, but I do know there's a hermit we're meant to find.
Yeah. And
The
he
hermit
marked,
is not on the. I mean, I
In
can
terms of
probably
whatever.
pull out Volo's book, and
It
it
was
says
on-
probably where
Mhm.
that particular hill is. Because if I remember correctly, looking at the city map, it's pretty much in the middle of the goddamn city.
Yeah, find.
No, it's in the southwest, I think, of the city.
southwest.
But
Yeah.
it's
His
not.
name is Fram.
But it's not outside of the city. It's in the city, right?
It's
in the
Depends
city
on how you
limits.
consider
it's
it.
not a civilized.
It's kind of in the city,
area?
but there's no buildings around.
Right.
Mhm.
There's no like path up to it per se or anything like that. It would be just easy to get from within the city than from the outside of the city since it's on the edge. It'd be up to you.
Okay.
There is
And-
also another thing we can do outside the city walls. A scarecrow has come to life. The peasants will likely reward us for destroying it.
I think that it's a good idea to take jobs that lead us out of the city for a while. We also have to check out the theater if you want to talk to Mimert.
We
Well,
come
while
back
we-
and there's a goblin head lying at the doorstep.
Oh,
Oh, that would be
it's
really
getting
sad.
warm now. Did we take him along?
Nah.
No, that's.
You
that's
let us
the
know
thing,
they
though.
came.
First of all, walking around with a goblin through the city limits is probably.
Well,
Issue
giving
in
him a cloak
itself.
last time worked.
You should leave here. Leave me here.
Will you clean up the place?
Yes, I do all things.
I want to check if there's more barrels of tasty, tasty wine, aka vinegar.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Maybe he'll be fine.
Yeah. If you behave, when we are back, we might get you some nice human food that I was promising. Okay?
If we leave him no food,
Okay.
just barrels of vinegar.
Tinku, Tinku, stay here.
Bagu won't eat you if you stay here and be good.
Yeah.
Before we go then to that hill, it is a cute cat.
She's giving you the
Um,
finger right now. You can tell.
Fuck you, simp. Donate
She's an
more.
e-cat, an e-girl.
Well, she had a butt cam before, so yeah.
hmm
Yeah. Alrighty. So you're gonna head
Do we
out
wanna-
towards the mountain,
Do we want to take care of the scarecrow before that, like on our way
or
there?
the scarecrow first?
Can we? Because from what I understand, the shops that are pretty much right near the manor, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Some
There's
of
a
the
woodworker and a smith.
Yeah, woodworker Smith. Looking around, you also see a potion shop next door, a few houses down from you, and as well as your neighbor is the same place where he has a sign out that looks like a shop, and you just see it looks like a tiger eye as a symbol on the sign.
Because we could employ the woodworkers at this point.
That is the
while we're
bent nail.
while we're away, they could already start with some of the renovations.
Do we even have like food or anything there? Should we just get?
Well, I
living
have some
stuff?
trail rations.
Eh,
I have good
guess.
berries.
Fair.
Yeah, and I mean meals are cheap enough, so I
With
had
good
assumed that we have
berries,
been.
yeah, you can eat if you want, like because you want to. But technically, good berries, one berry is enough to give you a full meal's worth.
Yeah, you basically just
full meal
cast
worth.
good berries before you go to sleep, and you have enough meals for
Yeah.
the entire party for the next day.
Yep.
And then you
Granted,
get attacks at
you're
night,
eating a
and you
berry.
lost your last spell slot.
True. It's no steak.
Yeah. No stay.
No, but we could employ the woodworkers already. I could visit the
Would they mind the
Shinasi
goblin?
quickly regarding the origin of the short sword, because I'm personally a little bit interested in that, and I do have some further questions to the Dragonborn.
We could also sell our silver to Devil and ask him for information on Zarzos, because he does know about him, but he wasn't willing to talk to him about us before.
Well, no,
He did
might
promise.
Be more, he might be more willing to talk.
So we could do that.
Well, it depends
So-
how urgent do we think it's going to be. So the idea is get out of the city for at least a little bit. Try to lay low, right?
Yeah.
Probably sell the silver first, because it's in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't want it to be stolen.
Yep.
Should we bring the paintings as well?
I mean, he might know where to sell them.
Yeah, may as well.
As far as you know, those paintings
Just
aren't hot.
liquidizing all assets.
Yes. The investment has gone wrong.
Are we actually
oh.
really that concerned though that they know of anything?
Not really, I don't know. I think I checked and I think it's fine, I guess, actually. Yeah. With my stellar
Because
perception.
I don't feel like we should go do any rash decision making here.
We still need to do that, though. So it's not like.
Well,
we're
we have a
doing
good
rash
deal on the
decision.
silver. At least a
Yeah.
decent
Mhm.
deal.
Silver, yeah, I can understand at least.
We can check about the paintings. He'll
If
probably
all you're
give us
gonna
a good
do
deal
is
because
just
we did a job for him.
yeah. Okay, so you want to start with that? Go to track down Davil.
Yeah, Karisar would then on his own go to the bookworm.
I'll stop by a clothes shop on the way if there is one, and just buy clothes that are a bit different from yesterday.
Okay.
And whilst we do that, I will get some padded silver holy water and just basic ingredients for spell for protection from evil and good, which I
Oh, okay.
was meaning to get at some point.
I might even wear
That
a robe
is-
and
okay.
wrap up my battle axe like it's a staff.
Okay.
10 out of 10 deception.
Worked great last time.
Well, according to Rings of Power, if you wrap your axe, it'll look like a wrapped sword.
Exactly.
What?
It's
I have
the
marked the series. I'm just in awe.
Yeah, you go to. You can
I've only
you can do
seen
everything you
clips.
said, Thorint, without issue. It'd probably cost like a silver or something just to get all
Okay.
that.
10 gold,
10
10 silver for a gold, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Capatis, you said you were buying what? A spell component? Or-
Yeah, for the protection from evil and good. So I need either holy water, padded silver, and iron, with which is spell consumed. So I'm not sure if it's an either one of those Because it sounds like I can either exchange for holy water or powdered silver and powdered iron. So I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly.
Yeah.
So I need two
None of them
components,
have a
right?
particular
Do
cost
they
to
have
it, or
do they have a cost to
No.
it, or does it just list
They
them
don't
out?
have a cost. So
So you
in
get a
5e,
components pouch. Yeah.
yeah, you can just buy a component pouch, which you would start with, so you don't.
Okay.
You
All
have
right.
all that. Karasar, you head to the bookworm.
Mhm.
It is
Oh,
open. You
greetings.
can open the door. A little ding 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 goes off as the door opens.
Did you
Um,
mention his name last time? Was it anything? I don't know.
He probably did, but I don't
Was
keep
it?
track of stuff like
I
that.
wrote something down. Was it Rochelle or something?
Rashal. Yep.
Could be. Okay.
You see
Greetings,
Rashal,
Rashal.
the golden dragonborn there, kind of short, and he pushes his glasses back onto his long nose and says, Yes, what can I do for you? Oh, it's you again.
I'm sorry if my attendance here inconveniences you.
There, it's
I do have-
fine.
I do have a question though. Do you know
About the
anything-
encyclopedia, yes, 250 gold.
Sadly, it is not about the encyclopedia as of yet. No, it's about the other book.
That book. Yes.
You mentioned him in the name Manchun. Do you have any hints where I could read anything about him, or where I could ask about this fellow?
Manchun. Promise me it won't come back to me. If I tell you.
Fine.
Are you lying?
Well, if he doesn't want me to sell any books on to me anymore, that's okay. If it's only about, or is he saying don't come back to me regarding that book?
No, he's saying promise me that him telling you something won't come back to him. Like there will be no backlash towards him.
No, well, I don't have anything against him though. So.
Bye, Chrysanth. Welcome to Goodberries, home of the Goodberries. May I take your order? He says, I don't know too much about Manchun. I know that what I told you, he was, or no, I think you knew from your own knowledge. I know that he had clones at some point, and that's how he expected to live forever. You know, some people go into lichdom or become vampires or all sorts of nasty things that wizards will sometimes do, but Manchun decided to go the route of clones, and those clones unfortunately were sentient, and they decided to attack each other. It started a very long clone wars. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. He says, but perhaps you could talk to, if you have a contact with the Zentarum about that.
Interesting. Okay. On a unrelated note, do you happen to know anything about sentient books?
Well, any item could be sentient, technically, with the right bout of magic and a consumption of souls. What about it?
What could their origin be? Would they be possessed by a demon, or are they some kind of aberrations conjured up?
Yes. Could be any of those things. And technically, I suppose it's possible to not consume a soul in its construction, and maybe it'd be like a rudimentary personality if it was, but I technically possible.
Do you think that any type of how could you discern that on a book potentially?
I don't like where these questions are going, but given what you have shown me before, but the most direct way would be to just ask it.
Hmm. Sometimes the direct way is not the best way. That's what my masters have told me.
Yes, I
Well,
suppose.
Anyways,
Perhaps an identify spell would help, but many times, depending on how powerful the book is, it can be resistant to that type of thing.
I would assume so.
Perhaps some
If
type
it
of
is-
divination spell.
If it is some kind of demon or aberration, would some type of divine spell be a useful protection against it?
Yes. There are spells. Let me roll a arcane for him. I suppose the simplest and cheapest would be protection from evil and good. I think there is a spell, high level spell, that could also do it. Mind Blink is the name of what it's called.
Thank you. That is rather helpful. I would also buy some paper and components to transcribe a couple of spells.
Okay.
And I would...
It'll be 25 gold per level for you, since you can provide your
Yep.
own ink.
Exactly. I'll do for then 2 level 1 spells. So the 50
Okay.
gold that I earned.
50 gold total.
Yeah.
You just hear in your head, why?
As a player, I don't know. What am I doing with the money? But yeah, that's how it is. I
Yep,
guess.
no, Carousel totally would, yep.
Okay. Yeah, and then
Rab?
I'll thank him very much.
Anything
I'm-
else? All right. Don't forget about the encyclopedia. I heard you're making a library. At least you said it last time.
Yes, I'm still working on that. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry again for these things. It's probably not I'm probably not the best neighbor you could have with this type of circumstances.
Wait, you're my neighbor? I'm just kidding, I knew. All right, have a good day.
Not while I'm drinking.
Well, bye. What
Bye.
is anyone else doing?
Yeah.
Are you gonna head
Going
towards
to the
Davil?
To Davo.
yeah, to Devil to sell everything.
It is early in the morning. You head to the Yawning Portal. Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
Yeah, he seems to be eating a breakfast of some sort. Yagra is using her hands to scarf down some chicken. He seems to be properly with a fork and knife. Who else is with you?
I think the rest of the group.
Okay. All right, you can just all go as one then. Makes it easier. And he says, Dabble will notice you come in and says, "Oh, friends, I knew you would come. Yes, we have to do a deal, I do believe."
Indeed. We do as well have some other items of value that we would like to sell.
Yes, you talk very slowly.
I'm a turtle.
Sorry, I was seeing how many. You had 15, right? And you used 2.
I treat that comment as a racist microaggression. Because I'm a turtle.
He's
you
on
have-
the menu.
Uh-oh.
You have 12 silver bars left, right?
Or
Or no, 11.
I think
It
10
might
we
be
have.
10.
10. Yeah, 10 is what I had done.
Yeah, we had 10 left.
You used 2 for silvering, and then you used
Yeah.
2 to transform into other stuff, I thought, right?
I used 100 worth, so yes, that's two other
And then,
Oh, yeah,
and I
and then
think
one-
Bagu carried around one.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have 11 technically, because there'll
Oh,
be
okay.
Okay.
all the ones left.
Yeah.
I thought
So
we were just
that,
honest players. Turns out we're dumb.
Can't to the level.
And he says, after you tell him, you know, how many you have, are you going to tell him you have 11?
Oh, we did tell him we
Sure,
have
sure.
about a dozen last time.
Yeah. He'll say, oh, well, but I think we agreed on 50 gold for each one.
Yep.
And for that deed you did. What else did you want to sell?
I mean, he probably sees the bunch of paintings I'm carrying around with me.
Yeah. He said, what do you have? Because they're actually framed.
Right,
So you're
yeah.
like, you just kind of like turn around with him, and he says, "Oh, those are beautiful." He looks around. Are those hot? Are they? Do they need to be fenced?
We would not
Oops.
know. Seems like old decorations from a newly purchased property.
Oh. Then you just want me to sell them for you?
Oh yes, and trust us, it seems to be perfectly all right. It's just given the already established business relationship, we thought it would be the decent thing to do from us to bring you some less hot items, quite basic stuff, and yeah. I mean, if I might just say, I'm more of an amateur appreciator of the art, but if you look at the frames now, the metal work on that, absolutely to die for. Look at the fine way that they have managed to get those curves. That does take some skill. So if I were to say pretty good stuff, you might want to give us a good deal for it.
Peddling check.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Oh no, Carousel's not even there, I guess, right?
Yeah, you're there. Yeah, I just assumed you all
okay.
went together to make it easy.
Oh, okay. Then Carousel would say,
Wow.
well, according what we learned from the property and the portraits, that those might be a couple of generations old. Roundabout.
I would say roll with advantage, but you already rolled a 22. He says,
Never mind.
I suppose I can give 75 for each one. Looking at those, I'm a pretty good eye for art myself. What do you think, Yagra? They look like crap. Yes, you would say that. He'll give you 75 gold for each one. He says, guess just keep it with you. I will send people to pick up those, plus all the silver bars. From Trollskull, is it?
Then we bring that all with us.
Oh,
So
you
what's
brought
the
the silver bars?
Yeah.
Oh
He's
my,
a good
okay.
one.
He
Come on,
says,
Yager, let's get
Yagra,
off you are.
Yagra, you have some work to do. And Yagra looks at you, like, annoyed. Put it up in our private room
this
for
I
now.
haven't learned yet.
Yeah. Put it up in our private
Sorry.
room for now. And she'll start carrying it up to a second floor room.
So it's
How much
550 plus another. Well, how many
75
paintings
each
did I
for the paintings. I'm not sure how many paintings we did have.
do? 4?
4 was it?
4 for 75 each, and then 11.
Yeah,
11
4 for 75
bars at
each.
50
11
each.
for 50 each. Yeah.
Or 850 in total.
So he'll actually hand it to you. Let me see how much this is. 25 times 4. I hit the wrong thing.
Yep.
Not 1,000.
300. Yeah. 300. So it's 850.
Yeah.
He'll
Oh,
give you 8 platinum. Sorry, 55 platinum. 85 platinum. Final answer. I can do math.
Totally.
I don't worry about gold weight unless you end up with like thousands upon thousands. So don't worry about that.
Mhm. Well, D&D Beyond even says that, luckily.
Yeah.
When it's too much.
He will also tell you, by the way, whatever the term is. He will say, wait, that's not the right one. Nani?
So I'll take 22 as I'm the leader.
Bagu's the one doing the
British-
transaction, so
I'm pretty sure we're going by
My
Farscape
spokesman.
rules. Each and every one of us thinks of ourselves as the leader, and it's kind of.
It's
funny.
only one less for you guys. It's 21 for you guys.
Yeah.
22 for me.
He will say, there's a shop in the trades ward called Weird Bottle Concoctions. The gnome who runs it is a friend of ours named Schemo. He's made some potions of mind reading for a client. If you were to pick them up and deliver them to the Godcatcher, Godcatcher, if you're not from the city, is one of the enormous statues. If you deliver it to the Godcatchers in the castle ward, give it to the lady who's wearing a purple cloak. And she should give you a tip if you're willing to do it.
before that,
That's
when Spago takes the platinum, he'll ask the group, should we invest this now or keep it for later?
Well, we did
Well,
promise Liv the renovation still, and as of yet, we don't know what is going to happen regarding the issues Thoront has brought upon us. So I think we should keep
What issues?
the
I
money
wasn't
as
seeing.
of now.
Yeah.
Even their
you
exceptional
see Thorin
scouts.
in different clothes.
Exactly. I'm a master of disguise.
It's one of those silly glasses with the nose and the.
The big nose.
Yeah. I'm a painted on charcoal mask. I just took some like
oh, that type of guy here.
not blackface, no, just a mustache.
Bago will
Um,
say
no.
later then, and he'll pocket the 85.
I guess we maybe should start a small bit of the process to make Liv happy, but I don't mind waiting a few days either. I'm fairly indifferent.
It's not a
I'll be
bad
right back, by the way. I can
thing
still
to
hear.
point. Yeah.
Okay.
Not a bad thing to point out the ghost. We might find ourselves with a vengeful entity if we don't start and just walk around with all the money. So we might at least try to do at least some token stuff. So probably the carpentry is the most obviously visible improvement. Can be done whilst we are away, and might leave us with a fair amount of stuff. The big worry is, of course, that we might just come back to a, burnt out husk.
At the very least, we could get some wood delivered and maybe some barrels of ale. Yeah, set up the pub.
What are the chances those barrels of ale will remain untouched with the goblin?
I mean,
He's got the vinegar.
Tinku is he's gotten a taste for the vinegar, and he's been quite intimidated.
I'm inclined to help Davo regarding his little carry mission here. I turn to Davo and speak to him in Elven and say, I would like to, though, hear a little bit as a reward about Manchun later on. Is that possible?
Does anyone else here know Elven?
Nope.
They will probably only hear
Nope.
the word Manchun, which probably
Yeah,
only says something to Kapatis, because he was
you
the
all
only one
see
there.
Davil's face go from light, the joy of doing business that he has, to suddenly he takes on a scowl. His eyes darken, his brows furrow, and he says, back in Elven, "Why are you asking about Manchun?
It's part of my research.
For what purposes?"
A mission for the safety of my people, our people. even if you might not care too much about it nowadays.
Roll persuasion.
Ooh, bad roll.
He says, Manchun is not for everybody to know about. It is
Yes.
best left forgotten. Roll insight.
Oh God! Now I'm rolling full Capatus.
Well, I could take that role as well now.
That's between you. I'm rolling like a human.
Only
Half of
Bagu
us have
rolls
been
well.
rolling terribly.
One knife here, see?
Bagu rolls average, always.
Yeah. Yes.
The
Like his
average
stats.
girl. Yeah.
Can call him slightly above average, Jeremy.
He's like Jeremy, slightly above, slightly above average human. But the he seems to have shut him down to some degree, and he says, "I am sorry, and he says this in common. We have known each other for just a little bit of time. You all do seem promising, but there are some things I must keep to myself, at least for now."
It seems our elf does as well.
We have time. Well, he's an elf. Like both are elves. Like to him, there's no
you
rush.
both have quite a bit of time.
It says like we have time. He'll smooth it. He'll smooth it over by no pressure. I mean, for Capatus, that might be too late, but
You say that now.
Carissa can wait.
I might just ascend to God
A couple of decades.
Right?
Carissa can wait a couple of decades for this stuff to go down.
Is there a reason that woman wears a purple hat?
I honestly do not know. Schemo,
We had a
I
run-in
will
with
tell you.
actually a gnome with purple fetish.
Oh, no, I no, this is a woman. Schemo is actually full name is Schemo Weirdbottle. He owns Weirdbottle's Concoctions. He's one of us. He is a Zentarum. He might even give you a deal if you give him my name. But unfortunately, we do not know. I do not exactly know the identity of this client.
Does that seem true?
You can roll an insight if you want. Anyone who doesn't trust him.
I will as well.
Bagu, you don't see any tells like he's lying. Thorin and Capatus, you all do notice he's keeping something from you there. Most likely he might have... It's kind of like when someone knows a little bit, but they don't want to divulge that little bit of knowledge they have, and so they just kind of say, I don't know.
Look, I know how it is. I like to brush over things, but in my line of profession, details are everything. So if you can't pass along anything, you never know, that might just make a difference. To persuasion.
17.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I'm afraid I might be wrong in what you might do with that information. It's frankly none of our business, and it's the client's business. You must understand that sometimes, unless you have proof that someone's doing wrong, you don't act on it, and a client is a client.
Well, I appreciate the professional approach to that, at least.
I'll pull over a chair and say, well, that's fine. I won't press you on this matter. And then I'll sit down and I'll lean over. And I'll say quietly, but it seems the drow you had us kill was working for Zardoz Zord now Is any of that going to come back on us? How much of a troublesome character is he? I want you to tell us what you know about him. And I'm not playing games right now.
I turn around and kind of assist him with the, well, whether that's intimidation or persuasion is up down to him. But
It's persuasion.
Okay, you can roll persuasion if you want.
Because it doesn't have proficiency in intimidation.
It did seem a bit more intimidating, but everything you say to Davil will not come off as intimidation, anyways.
It's just my
13.
stature. I'm just big boned.
Big boner. He will say, "So, I see you found out some things on your own. I do believe I told you should stay out of this, but yes, that is who I thought he might work for."
You also told us to kill him.
Correct.
Yes. And did you?
Yep.
no longer a problem.
Good. And there's no way they could tie it back to you, right?
Depends. What ties does he have in the city?
So I believe Zardazol hires a lot of drow, and I do not know why. I know he came from Luskan, a city far to the north, in the mountains. Cold place. They run a carnival, but that is obviously a cover for something. And a man who owns 3 ships is a powerful man indeed. You may not notice, but he has another one
Sounds
out
like
in the
it's
sea,
Chinese.
about a mile out.
Well, listen, we want to work with the Zentarum more in the future. And this is your playground. If you know a bit more, if he's going to cause us trouble, I'd appreciate a heads up.
Zardaz
And I'll
Zol.
just get up.
Okay. As you get up, you'll say, Zardaz Zol will cause you a lot of trouble if you get on his bad side. The Zentarum have a policy of not getting involved. But that's a dreary subject. There's no reason for them to be on your for him to be on your bad side, right? Or for you to be on his bad side, right? So you should be fine.
Perfectly fine.
Well, I'm glad we had this little talk. Oh, if there's anything else you would need, let me know. You see Yagra, like, pulling this crate of silver bars. If that's it, then toodaloo. Or you can get some breakfast.
Yeah, if we leave, Bagu would say, this delivery job seems suspicious. Would not want to make more enemies right now.
Yep.
Perhaps
Yeah.
we should leave promptly.
I'm still a proponent of just going to the mountain, but if we want to stop by the Scarecrow, I'm okay with that. One thing I will mention is the mountain, the Hermit, has a little bit of a time limit on it. We have to get there during the daytime. The Scarecrow might be a little bit more flexible.
I would like to do still the delivery job for Davo. Over any type of.
Is it done today or
time, I
tomorrow?
The delivery job?
He
Yeah.
didn't specify.
I assume it's you need to get it done because it's a damn delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe they don't have Prime.
How much time do we need to actually get to the mountain? How much time does
We'll
it
say
take?
that,
it has to be-
for the delivery, he did say the current day or the next day that the client will show up both days at noon.
And how much is the trek to the mountain?
Looking for the mountain. There it is. The mountain would take approximately, I don't know. You could get to the mountain itself in like 20 minutes with a carriage.
Yeah, and then up the mountain to the hermit.
You're not sure. It would be a bit of a trek. You can't imagine it'd take more than a couple hours to go up and down.
But I guess we could do the delivery.
We could probably
drop
do
quickly
everything.
beforehand, and then to the mountain.
We can actually, I mean, if we need to be
I
there
would-
during the day and then the delivery's at noon, we've got like,
I would like to
Take
do
like-
stuff that requires us to be in the city now, so we're not in the city later.
Yeah.
if we want to do this stuff.
For unknown reasons.
No, let's
yeah.
do this drop for Davo quick, and then go to the
I mean,
piece.
these scarecrow fights probably gonna take like half an hour. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's right
so
up there.
the mountain is here
Yep.
on the bottom left. The scarecrows were
Yeah,
out
Griffin.
in the farm area out here.
Okay, so it's
think
the
it's
other
here.
direction actually. So we're not actually leaving the city for the mountains.
No.
Yeah, and then I think Jalister Silvermane, you talked to him too, right? About the gang fights that are going on in the field ward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And
talked
I-
to him. We talked about him about some red wizards.
I was about to say I have a bit of a lead about that, but
Yeah,
If we wanna
you were
actually
going to
leave the
him, but
city-
instead he gave you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
The only
have
thing we have
the. Mhm.
The only thing we have that's actually outside the city is the scarecrow. Then everything else is kind of inside the city walls.
Yep, for the most part. The trade ward is where the weird bottle concoctions are, and technically, I guess the little mountain here is inside within the city limits.
Yeah.
So do we want to camp out
Um.
and do the scarecrow and then come back and see if anything changed in the house?
I'm up for that.
I mean, is the trade ward on our way? Because we're now at the moment at the yawning portal again, right?
Yeah,
And-
the yawning portal is around here, around the market
Okay.
here. The god catcher's right here, where they want you to deliver the potions. Can't really see it,
Alright.
but oh wow, that didn't work well.
Okay, so we would have to go to the south and then back up again. I mean, I guess we could do that.
Yeah, the god catcher's right here, which is one of the large statues. Trade ward down here, mountain on the left, and then out north area under.
I guess we could take a carriage to the trade ward, pick up the deliveries, go back up, and then move out to the farmland. If you're
if you want to
also
set
down.
up the carpentry job, you
I'm up for
I was
that.
just
man.
about
We
to
don't-
mention that.
Do
we
we
don't
wanna
we don't
do
need to
that
role
now?
play that. You can just do it. Say you did it.
Mhm.
Mm,
Okay.
Wasn't the idea that we first check out if they know where we live and then think about doing everything else?
yeah, because again,
Yeah.
we don't want them to get all maffy on us, which they probably would.
They didn't see me, guys.
Also, I wouldn't want to have innocent carpenters, involved in all of this.
All right.
Remember when I said Lif was just a gust of wind? Oh, never mind.
Okay. Yep. So it was 750. You knocked off the metal part, which was 100 worth. Blah blah blah. So it would be like 400 gold to the carpenter. But I mean, you don't. Once you want to set up the tavern, just let me know. We don't have to roleplay that whole thing. I'll just say you talk
Okay.
to the right people. The only thing you have to tell me is whether or not you're gonna pay for all the guild licenses, or not, and contracts or not.
Yeah, well, the idea
Okay.
was kind of that we might have an angle via the Church of Gondon there with some of their connections, but we can do that when or if we decide to actually set the whole place up.
Or Thorn
Okay.
asks Stavo.
That would be-
Get all the licenses.
Yeah. Do you know I'll get a license for this, mate?
That the gun might have some connections, but it wouldn't be to nearly all of them. It would be
Mhm.
to a
And some of the
couple
metal work I can do myself, anyways.
Yeah. So, but yeah, where to next?
So just camping out outside the city then.
Scarecrows.
I think, are we doing the delivery
Yeah.
first and then doing the scarecrow?
Yeah, that seems to be the thing that we're doing at the moment. And then if we still have time, maybe try the mountain, but
Delivery
yeah.
first and Scarecrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Why am
So,
I- oh, there.
gnome bottle concoctions with schema.
Weird bottle concoctions. You head to the trades
It's
ward.
called Skooma.
Schemo, not skooma.
I love me some scum.
Got it.
Yeah, wasn't there like the female? What's the cat race in that? Khajiit, a female Khajiit that was like addicted. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. That's
It shouldn't even work that way because Khajiit are the only species that can properly consume moon sugar, which is the main ingredient anyways.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
they
true.
Bethesda basically just got it completely mixed up, and it's just now the generic. Hey guys, it's drugs.
They just want some nice druggies, and they are entertaining when you meet them in the game. So
yeah. I never got into that part of it. I never got into Riften's whole thing very much. But let's see. So you head down to the trade ward. You follow Davil's instructions. He told you how to get there. And you come to a shop that has windows on the outside, a strong wooden door with what appears to be a grate that can be locked and put in front of it. But it's currently open. And you can open... each side of the door has the bay windows where you have different potions, concoctions set up. You go into the shop and you see behind a counter there's just tons of potions everywhere, and you also see like a wand and a couple of other smaller magic items in here as well. Behind the counter you see a gnome, dark hair, dark skin, not like a deep gnome, just kind of tannish, dark skin, kind of grayish nonetheless, and a skinny face with dark brown hair and a goatee, with this cape over one side, and he's in there looking at a potion, and he sees you come in and he says, welcome to Schemo's weird bottle concoctions. What can Schemo do for you?
We've been told that there might be a delivery job that we can assist you with.
Ah, so you came from Davil. then.
Davil sent us. Yes.
Mutual
Yes.
friend, yeah.
He said that there would be someone coming to deliver some potions to a client. Very well. And he goes under his counter and pulls out this burlap pouch, and he opens it up and says, "The potions are inside." You see 3 potions with this purplish hue. And he closes it.
Yeah. Can I see if he's acting dodgy? Is he being particularly careful with the potions? Is he
Oh, sure. Roll
suspicious,
insight
basically?
for sure. I wanna get that person.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's a good insight.
Yep.
What's up with your rolls today?
Yeah, he's
Balancing out
this?
the other
I have a backlog to make up for, so
yeah.
He doesn't seem to be handling the potions particularly careful. But the guy handles potions all day. It's hard to tell, right?
Mhm.
He himself kind of gives you a dodgy vibe in general. Something about him just seems kind of, not to give up his name, but schemy. a bit. You kind of see those shyster eyes and like the looking for opportunity type thing.
Shyster lawyer.
He's
But,
scheme
The
scheming
big,
gnome.
big gnome nose tells.
but other than that, you don't notice anything.
Right, so we shall take care of it, but considering our standards of professionalism, is there anything you can tell us? Should we be careful with any of these? Anything in terms of instructions? Should we need to perhaps make a hasty delivery?
The potions are expensive. Don't let them out of your grasp. Be careful with them. Don't break them.
But
If
nothing.
you do break them, just don't break them.
Well noted. But besides, obviously, the slight on our workmanship, there would not be any other negative consequences. Explosions and the like.
No, they won't explode, but some of the materials can be hazardous. Don't get them on you.
Thank you very much. So yeah, we hide it away, somewhere secure, and I also say, yeah, that's done. Of course, we'll make a good delivery of it. I might be interested in standard purchases as well. Do you perhaps, would you perhaps be interested in making us a nice deal, seeing as we are so well off with our mutual friends?
Roll persuasion, see if you can get more than what he was going to give you.
Aha!
Jesus. He says, yes, friends of the Zentarum, doing work for a good cause, no less. What is it you're looking for? I got healing potions, perhaps.
Potions, yes, as a fallback measure. Plus, I have noted that you have wands, magical items, anything that might be useful for a cleric, not necessarily so much as a wizard.
So he will. I want to see if they had it here. Okay. He will say, wands are pretty expensive, but I do have a wand of cure light wounds, actually. There's also potions. I'll give you a potion for, give you a good deal. 35 gold each. Usually I sell them for 50.
Would I know how much health a potion actually restores?
It is 50 gold, usually.
Right.
Oh, how much
I
it
mean, in terms
restores?
of, yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4
And
plus
then he'll say, the one, though, they're pretty pricey. 700 with the deal.
Not bad. I might put that up for later. I'm quite capable with healing magics, but I will take one potion, just in case.
Good deal. And he takes it out from under the counter. He just plops it down. It looks to be a small jar of reddish liquid.
Excellent.
Does he sell the next tier of potions of healing?
Yes.
How much?
I don't remember.
Lay off the skooma.
Oh wow, it's just uncommon. Okay. He'll say, with your deal, I would give it for 80 gold. It does 44 plus 4. It does, the potion does 44 plus 4.
Yeah, I'll buy one.
Oh my.
I think. Yeah, I'll buy one.
Loaded.
I have to figure it out.
Yeah, sell it to you.
Yep.
He takes out a slightly, somewhat same size, but it's a bit more bulbous, the potion. Really? Bulbous did it for you? Is there anything else?
That's about it for me.
All right. should get a tip from our client. They usually give a tip. Just keep it, whatever it is. They've already paid me. You can head out to the Godcatcher if you want to deliver it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to ask. Sorry, I was sorting out the money. I just want to ask if he has any other potions of for someone of my build for more physical power or something like that, or for defense, or
Yeah. Oh, for defense?
I don't know, stone skin or enlarge or stuff like that. Maybe I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember.
Whatever might work.
Spell. I think this is a spell.
First bulbous, now enlarge.
Oh, yeah.
We're lucky that guy isn't in the.
He says,
handbag, is it?
I have a potion of blur if you'd want that. But it isn't the cheapest.
Ooh.
It would, it would also be 80 gold.
What does blur do?
For 1 minute, you people attacking you have disadvantage.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
pretty good.
That
Actually.
could save my life. But I'm spending money like nothing. I think some of this is meant to go to renovations.
Wait, which?
80 gold, is it? Or 85?
Wait, so which money are you spending? Because I pocketed the 85 last
Yeah,
month.
yeah. So the
Oh shit, I was spending that. I thought we split it.
oh
No, we
I
decided to
guess.
spend it for renovations. And
Yeah,
I just
so
sort
I
of pocketed
kind
it
of
until
treated it
that
as-
point.
separate.
I guess I bought
Crazy.
nothing then.
Aw.
Well, if we no longer need the house, we'll have 85 platinum to spend. So that's good.
Well, we're doing jobs as we go. I mean, we have a deal in potions right now.
Mhm. But how would you actually use the potion of healing? Just out of curiosity. I managed to add it
It's a
on,
bonus
so I
action
did
to
it.
drink.
Mhm.
Isn't
It's
it
a
an
bonus
action
action to drink yourself, or a bonus, or a normal act. I think I don't know if it's a homebrew rule I've always done or not, but I've always said it was a bonus action to drink yourself, or an action to give it to someone else.
Right, and in terms of actually making use of it, just a question. Because like I said, I did manage to add it on and D&D Beyond, but doesn't seem to have like a use button or anything unless I'm.
Oh, yeah. I think people usually just use the dice on the bottom
Oh,
left
okay.
of the
Yeah,
sheet.
I'll do that.
And just, yeah.
Cool.
I'm actually curious if that is a homebrew rule that I've always done, or if it's
Yeah, it is.
real rules. I have to
It's an
check.
action
Okay.
to drink.
Oh well. Bonus action.
So, do
So-
we want to actually give? Do we give Thorin some of the renovation money to buy potions?
You can give it to me just for the health potion. I won't buy the blur potion.
Depends on how much money you got of your own. And I mean, I kind of got it just in case I ran out of spell slots, but technically,
Last time I got knocked out, you didn't heal me. So
How much does the
Ran
health
out of
potion
potions.
cost?
was it
Fair enough.
85 for the medium level potion?
Yeah,
Uh,
and
80.
80 or 85?
80.
Do you need the whole
it was
85?
35 for up standard, which is what I got.
Yeah.
Okay, Baku's gonna take out some of his own gold and give it to Thorin.
Oh my god, get ripped off.
Uh-huh.
It's very nice for a cannibal, or a semi pseudo cannibal.
Excuse me.
I think
Baku
I
is
had
not.
some gold.
Baku's not materialistic. He grew up in the woods, so he doesn't care much for money.
He doesn't eat other berries. He's not cannibal.
Now that we're talking about all the stuff regarding balls and everything, I'm surprised I haven't seen Anvek here today.
Right?
I'm just now realized there is no
A void in our experience.
Yeah.
You can take it out to the Godcatcher if you'd like. And indeed you'll see someone sitting there. Did anyone want to try to identify the potions or anything?
I guess I could. I mean, I
It'd
don't
be
have that.
Arcana.
No. Okay. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, unfortunately you're not sure what potion this is. But you take it out to the god catcher, and you see someone. There is these around the god catcher's feet. They seem to have been here for ages at this point. You see these metal wrought iron benches have been put up around the legs of this large stone statue. And you see sitting there a woman hooded in all purple.
What is with the city and the color purple, actually?
I mean, these are clearly Xanathar potions because they're purple, and she's part of the Xanathar because she's purple. And if you drink them, they turn you into a mind flayer.
So, what do you do?
Well, approach visibly and but respectfully, and quite simply just say, I do believe we have a friend who has requested that we pass along some of your property.
You hear the voice out from under the cloak. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I do believe I owe you something.
Can I hear anything particular about the voice? Is it a human voice? Is it odd in any way?
You can roll insight. It sounds human. Or humanoid, anyways. Human.
All right. Wasted a good roll and a completely useless check. Excellent.
I would say with a 22, you hear a bit of fake in it. Not like a creature's trying to act human, just like a human trying to do a voice. It's like Mead right now.
Right.
But she will take out from under her cloak a black pouch. Looks to be felt, and she will hand it to you if you were giving her the potions.
Yep.
And says, "This is for you."
Much appreciated. And we make the exchange.
Yep. She will get up and head towards a carriage.
Right. Head back to the group. Say, well, that's gone suspiciously fine. I wonder if this will come to bite us right on our backsides. But yeah.
You look in the pouch, there's 15 platinum pieces in it.
Ooh. Yeah. Sweating bullets right about.
Couldn't have been 16 to split perfectly. No, couldn't.
I mean,
I'll go down to
that
12.
margin, with that
No,
margin,
that's fine.
we might as well just bail the city because this is very suspicious.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, are we about to get arrested? Like, that would be the nicest thing to happen of a deal like that.
I will say, 15 platinum pieces is a lot.
It's not
Yeah,
much.
It's an insane.
Is it?
It's an insane amount of money
It's 150
for a
gold.
delivery job.
Yeah, it's 150 gold.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like
Yeah, those are probably illegal.
it's not like
But-
holy shit, that's so much money, but it's
mean,
definitely.
If I recall correctly,
Not
Yeah.
this type of job.
D&D logic is a well-trained craftsman makes 2 gold per day.
Something like that. Yep. So it's
Yeah.
like a half
Well, that's
for a well-trained
Several
craftsman.
months
It's like,
of a
yeah.
well-trained craftsman's salary for one delivery is
Right.
extremely
So, like, if you-
suspicious.
Yep. That was my
It is a lot.
lawful. Like, when I-
You,
yeah. Whoops.
which is like you said, it could mean something.
It means
My
we're no longer
alarm is
water
going
deep.
off again.
Yeah.
My alarm is going off again. I'll be right back
That's
as you guys
annoying.
decide what you're gonna do
Thank you.
next, and then we're probably gonna end it very soon.
Alright. Next, we're moving to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Take all the money.
Yeah.
Blame it all on the goblin, and then get the hell out.
I have to ask Greg something when he comes back. Did I damage that guy I threw the head at? Yeah. Never.
I mean,
Yeah,
emotionally,
like if
probably.
Bagu can damage
got damage
people
roll
with
on
the
that.
goblin throw, why not with the damage?
Exactly.
Definitely took emotional
Next
damage.
time we meet
by
that-
a head flying out.
Emotional damage.
That does sound super delicious. Oh, wow. 16-hour slow smoked pork. Oh, that does sound awesome.
Ooh.
Oh man,
I
heard.
No, I don't have to do that.
I heard you all say through my headset, emotional damage, and then I ran by my wife's computer and I heard it again, emotional damage. It's kind of weird.
Emotional damage.
That's really old, isn't it? The actual source
Yeah.
of that. I think
He's still making videos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's still making videos.
Yeah.
Stephen He.
Yep, he's pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He has some funny ones like he has one like when an Asian plays a video game or something
Video
like
games,
that.
yeah.
That's
Asian
where it comes
difficulty.
from, actually, isn't it? The emotional damage. Where he
No,
says,
initially
like,
it went from somewhere else. I think the initial one was his parenting videos were about dealing
Yeah.
emotional damage to children, and then he reused
Yeah.
that in the video game ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will send you to Jesus.
Nice.
Um, yeah, it was so funny. Or I like the one where his father's berating him about how how his cousin had like 5 jobs by the like already had 15 years experience by the time they were 9 or something like that. And he's like, that doesn't even make sense. He's like, he had 3 jobs at once. It was so funny. Anyways, uh-oh. What's going on? Don't sit on the miniatures. What are you guys gonna do now? You're gonna ask if you did damage by throwing the head at someone?
Well, yeah.
Carousel
Sure.
died. No.
Alright. It's a rebound effect.
Another one bites the
No.
dust.
I rolled
Another
for
one
it. He
down,
dodged
another
it.
one down.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And another one. And another one.
What? He's quite the head dog.
Yes. He didn't want to get too ahead of life in life. Where are you
Didn't
gonna
want
head?
Thorn giving him head.
Oh Jesus Christ! Now I want to ask you where you're gonna head.
I'm not that kind of sailor.
Oh my.
Baby.
That means you're gay.
Yeah.
I am not gay.
Anywho.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
we're
good.
doing
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
Okay. Good to know.
We finally gave him an
You
answer.
can head out of the city to the Underhill Farms to the north. You go out here and you just see tons of different open area farms. As you get out of the guards will watch you go by. By the way, the city watch will see you go by, and you pass by the city guards actually. For anyone who you've been in the city long enough to know that the guards are the ones who watch outside the city, and the city watch watches within, and they try not to combine those two forces too much. But as you head out of the city, you can see the farms in the distance. It'll take a bit of time to get there. You can see they're kind of sprawling and cover a lot of ground. With the coming winter that is almost on you, most of them look pretty barren at this point, probably recently plowed and covered up and preparing the soil for the winter to survive through the winter. What is she doing? But you can head out that way. And as you head out that way, over the hills, my cat will annoyingly get on my surface. Yes, thank you. Yeah, spoiled cat. And that is, yeah. As she should, says Arthur. So I think that's where we'll leave it next time. You will have to do some investigations on finding this scarecrow. Because it's not just out there going, I'm a scarecrow. So we'll deal with that next time. Thank you everybody for watching, who's still watching. Unfortunately, a lot of the regulars were busy given Thanksgiving week. Kind of makes sense, right?
True.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah. So we will, hopefully people catch up in the back end. Thanks for the stream, guys. Thank you, Don't Fluff the Pillows. Thank you, Lister Mates. You're probably still there. Yeah, and we will catch you next. Oh, my cat brought up something. Oh well. Catch you next time. Bye. Toodaloo.
Catch you next